Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sailor Nation Sports. Nick Davers, Joe Canuck, and coming to you from the complex, the softball complex here on the beautiful high school. On the beautiful campus of Mona Shores High School, we got the best in the business. On the side tonight, Kim and Kodas. Out in center field is the youngster, Joseph. You've got them all set up out there, don't you? King Cohen Holman out there. And it's senior afternoon. 3 seniors are calling it a career at home here at Mona Shores. Wow. It's a young team here at the Sailors. They come in with a overall record of 6 wins and 7 losses. And it's an OK Green Conference matchup as the Sailors play host. Do I dare go?
Oh, here we go.
Do I dare go with that? You know what? Let's just, we'll bring it on then.
Yeah.
Yes.
This foul afternoon.
It's right? A foul afternoon as we bring the chicks into the complex here at Mona Shores. We're glad that you are with us on an absolutely gorgeous Tuesday afternoon. The skies have cleared. The gods are good. The rain is gone. After yesterday, my friend, the rains that hit the track.
Man,
oh my
I'll
God,
tell
I
you
felt
what,
sorry for the kids.
This is a beautiful afternoon with this kind of weather. I mean, if we'd had this yesterday, it would have been nice, but I'm glad at least one of the 2 days this week we were able to have this kind of weather.
The Chicks come in with an overall record of 13-5, losses to East Kentwood 2 in a doubleheader. Zeeland West beat them twice, and the last team to beat him was Hopkins. In the middle of April, from April to May 8th, they were on a 10-game win streak. So the Sailors are going to have their hands full tonight, or this afternoon into tonight, as we bring you. This would be like a twilight doubleheader, then, wouldn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like the
absolutely.
Yeah. Starting lineup for your Sailors: number 4, Brooklyn Graham; number 10, Kylie Gogan; number 8, that's Maggie McCarthy; number 13 is Grace McAnally; 16, Hannah Gogan.
That would be McKelly.
McKelly, all
yes.
right. I'm going to make a correction. McKelly.
Or Michelle, whichever way you want to do it. But I call, it would be her uncle, Brian.
Oh, okay.
McKelly, so.
Addie Hoffman, Kristen Hillen, Mia Gagan, and number 1, Amelia Pena. God, the field looks gorgeous. Head coach is Brian Glover.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Senior Night and Teacher Appreciation Night at Mona Shores High School. Today we feature the Chicks of Zeeland East and your Mona Shores Sailors. The Sailor softball family would like to welcome the Zeeland fans to the Lakeshore and thank you for showing your road support for these amazing student athletes. Just a reminder that this playing facility and adjacent fields are not smoking areas. Smoking on school property is not permitted by Mona Shores City ordinance. Give your lungs a break and please refrain from smoking while at Mona Shores. Meyer is a proud sponsor of the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Meyer and Embers, all you need to know to have a great grilling season. Get all your grilling needs, including the grill, at Meyer, just around the corner on Henry at Norton. Now, let me introduce the starting lineups for today's game. First, for our visiting Zeeland Chicks. Number 1, Isa Valenzuela. Number 2, Emmy Myring. Number 3, Lorelai Bukema. Number 4, Damiana Faisavo. Number 5, Gabby Myros. Number 6, Reese Rubin. Number 7, Mackenzie Romfeld. 8, Megan Huzum. 9, Ella Hathaway. 10, Sophia Pearson. 11, Katie Carlson. 12, Lily Blanton. 13, Taylor Kiefer. 14, 14, Jaden, Jaden Lee. 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 Jaden
from the coaches for Zeeland. I apologize, I was not giving your names, but wave to the crowd.
Never hurts to give recognition to the coaches, even if you don't have their names.
Yep.
And now for your home Mona Shore Sailors. Number 4, Brooklyn Graham. Number 10, Kylie Gagan. 8, Maggie McCarthy. 13, Grace McKelly. 16, Senior Hannah Gagan. Number 6, Senior Kristen Hilland. 7, Addie Huffman. 14, Senior Mia Gagan. Number 1, Amelia Pena. The Sailors are under head coach Brian Glover.
All right. And we are going to settle into the national anthem here before we get started on this doubleheader here, where the Sailors are taking on the Chicks of Zeeland East. Boy, an absolute beautiful day.
Sailors only got 9 players, got 1 sub. Wow, they got a small team.
As we pay tribute to the greatest nation on earth with our national anthem.
All right, my boy, let's call some softball.
Here we go.
Yes, sir, Bob, on an absolutely beautiful afternoon here in Norton Shores. You are listening to live Sailor Nation Sports Network on the World Wide Web. We are global, brother.
We are indeed.
Yes, we are. OK Green Conference action. Sailors playing host to the Chicks of Zeeland
Games like
East.
these aren't possible without the dedication of our
Zeeland East comes in with an overall record of impressive 13-5, having lost to powerhouse East Kentwood in 2 games. Rival Zeeland West 2 games, and their most recent loss was to Hopkins. Sailors overall 6-7 on the year with new head coach Brian Glover. Matt Grogan, Emily Vinek, and Erica Van Lent are the assistant coaches.
I was talking with Coach Glover right before the game, and he stated that this is going to be a very big test for this Sailors team. 7-1, I believe, in conference, and they've beat some powerhouse teams up to this point. So
well, not only that, but he comes in with a young group of kids. He's only got 3 seniors.
Yep. So
I mean, 70.
good test.
Yeah, it would be a real good test. 70% of the kids are coming back next year, so he's got youth on his side, but it's inexperienced youth as far as OK Green Conference action. Most of them probably have played some JV ball as well.
For the Chicks, number 8, Megan Huzum.
So the Chicks up to bat first as they are the away team.
No, I feel like it's miring.
It is, but I don't quite. Yeah.
Hit her on the sidelines. Ball one.
Roster. Yeah.
Joining us in just a little bit will be former coach Jason Craigo. Jason, a wealth of knowledge when it comes to softball, coached here for many years. 1 ball, 1 strike. Changeup.
Two balls, 1 strike. The windup. Now there's a high fly ball. Looks like it might be playable. It is. No. It's out of here. A solo shot over the left field fence. At first it was high enough. I thought it was going to be a playable, but the wind just carried it enough. So the Chicks, first batter, first run. It's a solo homer to give the Chicks a 1-0 lead here.
Wow, and that is for the Sailors is not the way you want it
No, not at all.
to start this this game off, but get them out of the way and just we'll continue to pound back once we get the opportunity. So the Chicks take a early 1-0 lead, 1 swing of the bat and 1 run.
Check bunt. For ball.
You know, we've often talked, Nick, about what sports you have and have not coached. You do not coach softball, correct?
I have not coached softball. I take that back.
You did coach softball.
When I graduated from Adrian College, I coached softball, City League softball, for Glenside School, where my mother was a teacher at. Grounded to the shortstop, nice play for the initial out here in the ball game. I did. I coached softball over at Glenside Bluffton School Combination. Wrestling, I haven't. Volleyball, I haven't. I was an assistant, but I never. Yeah, there's not a lot, Joseph. There's not much I can say either after that. There's a little bloop hit. Oh, no.
Got it.
Is she out? She's out. Boy, she was hesitant at first to feel the ball. But she was the closest. She picked it up and threw it out.
Take a look at the Lake Michigan Insurance Instant Replay.
Just a little. Oh, I'm not sure if I can do it. I get in just a little underhand toss to get the second out of the inning here. So 2 consecutive outs here.
Good bounce back after that home run.
Oh, yeah, great bounce back. And it was only a solo shot. She's kind of hitting her right thigh a little bit before she's releasing. It's forcing the ball to go to the left side of the plate just a little bit. Second time that's happened. Nice pitching. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 out here in the first half of the first inning. Makes it 3-0. Just got to settle down a little bit there. She'll be all right. There's one down the pike. He's in a 3-1 count. Nice ball there. 2 officials for girls softball. 1 at first and 1 behind home plate. Little bloop. It's going to pop in there all over the head of the second baseman. No damage on that play. 2 outs, 1 on. Chicks up 1-0.
We've often talked about this field, and it's really, really nice to have this field. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's
set up and
gorgeous.
everything else.
It's meticulous, too. 12 to 9, rotating.
So a courtesy runner for the catcher, who was the one that hit that single. We'll give them an opportunity to get their gear back on. I started to say I've gone to a couple of Michigan baseball games.
Oh, yeah.
And in center field, just over the center field, the softball stadium is over there.
Oh, so they're back to back to each other?
It is, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's an absolutely amazing softball field.
Oh, I bet it is.
The first game that I went to was last year, and they had an ESPN covered game going on.
They were really good last year.
They were absolutely, the crowd was insane over there.
Really?
Oh, yes.
That's amazing, yeah. They were really good. You know what? Michigan baseball and softball has been the worst in 20 years this year.
Yeah,
well, you lost, the girls' head coach has got a Hall of Famer. She's gone. Oh, pitch outside. We're going to try to go for the steal. Good throw. Oh! No communication there between the shortstop and the second baseman. Shortstop thought the second baseman had it. The second baseman thought the shortstop had it. Consequently, it goes out in the center field.
So now 2 outs, runner in scoring position for the Chicks, rather.
Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's a pitch. Boom. We got a full count. 3-2. Boy, I thought that was right in there, lower inside corner. Full count, 3-2, 2 out. Runner on second here. Hit could bring in that run. Here's your money pitch right now. Boom! It's gonna go foul. We'll do it all over again, kids. Full count, 3-2. Runner at first.
Go ahead, Nick. This is your chance. It was a foul.
Foul ball. I didn't even think. Look at you, one step ahead of me. Yeah. Doesn't surprise me though, Joe. You're on top of your game. It really does. Yeah, it is what it is.
And then these last 2.
There's a pitch. Strike. No, he says no. I thought it was on the outside corner. Looked good from here. 2 on, 2 out. Runners at first and second. Let's look at that last pitch. Let me see if I'm right.
Ooh,
that was close,
low.
Joe. That was
maybe a little bit outside.
Good look, though.
Yep, good look from Cohen.
Oh, there's a pop. This one could be. Oh, well played. Off the glove as she's trying to do a Willie Mays type of a catch. Over the shoulder. She played it really, really well. It's going to bring in 1 run. Chicks are going to go up 2-0, but you have runners stranded at third and second, 2 out. Gosh, she played that well. Just couldn't secure it in the into the mesh there of the glove. Little pop fly. It's going to drop in there. It's going to bring in 1. She's going to wave in the other runner. Throw's going to go to cutoff to the pitcher. Chicks going up 4-0 here in the opening half of their first inning. Runners, 1 runner at first still, 2 out.
Runner on first. I think it was Walt Gakowski that used the phrase that the hardest out to get is always the last one.
Yeah.
I think that really plays off very well here with 2 outs in this first, top of the first. Zeeland East doing some damage. Right back to the pitcher.
Right pitcher, nice play. All right, so the Chicks get out, but not after scoring 4. At the end of the half inning, it's Zeeland 4. The Sailors coming to bat. We'll be right back.
Like football, financial victories require a sound game plan and a commitment to your success.
For your success, put the Braver team on your sidelines.
Go Shores! Blended Furniture Market thanks you, Mona Shore Sailors, for your support. Have a fantastic game. Try your best and make a difference. Come shop with us down the road at Blended Furniture Market. Visit us on Facebook and Instagram. Go Sailors!
Lakeside Cafe is a family-run business that started in 2013. Located right off the shores of Lake Michigan, it features many delicious meals along with excellent service and a family-friendly atmosphere. Breakfast is served all day, open 7 days a week. Both dine-in and takeout available. Quality ingredients, endless options. Lakeside Cafe.
I want to welcome everyone back at the end of a half inning. The Chicks are up 4-0. Sailors coming back, trying to get the Rally Caps going early as they find themselves down by 4. OK Green Conference action here at the complex, the softball complex of Mona Shores.
Go, Reese!
All right.
Brooklyn Graham up to bat. Wide, a little bit outside, 0-1 count.
Sailors definitely looking to crawl back into this after a big 4-run top of the first inning.
Yeah, well, God, that first hit was a home run. That's a tough start, but good rally. There's a little bloop single. It's going to fall. Yeah, it's going to fall right in. She's going to try to stretch it for 2 with the slide. Boy, she's got some wheels. I tell you, Graham Brooklyn's got some nice wheels. Way to go, honey.
Let's take a look on the Lake Michigan Insurance Instant Replay here.
You can see it right here if you want.
And from the Cohen cam.
Kylie Gagan. Sorry, Mom.
Here's a view from center field right here. So we've got a center field camera right here, and then we've got another one right here. Got to lay down a bunt. Going to bring the runner from second to third on the sacrifice. Well played by the ladies.
So, moving up into...
Kylie Gagan. Gagan, forgive me. I don't know why he went first in this. McCarthy, number 6 up to bat.
Number 8, Maggie McCarthy.
Pitch. There's a strike.
Sailors really want to keep this close with this dangerous Zeeland East team. High pop fly out to center. Runner tags.
It's going to bring in 1.
So the runner is in with the sacrifice.
Graham scores from third to cut the lead to 3. 2 out though for the Sailors.
Take every run we can get them.
Grace McKelly up. Pitch on the outside corner goes still a ball, no strike. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs for the Sailors. Down by 3 though, they got 1 back. Check swing. Calls it a ball, 0-2 count. Can you see this? Pitch outside. 3 balls.
Good eye by McKelly.
Yeah, let's see what it was. She walks. Ball 4.
Another runner on. Sailors looking to make that last out just as difficult for the
Hannah Gagan up for the Sailors.
Just as difficult for the Chicks as it was for them.
Hannah Gagan. Inside, ball 1. Sailors with 2 out, 1 on at first base, 2 down. And a picture-perfect day here in West Michigan. Ball 2, up a little high.
Yeah, this is about as perfect as it gets for a softball afternoon.
Oh, God, yeah, perfect temperature. I mean, it's just picturesque.
Man.
Ball 3. Hannah's got a good eye.
That's 7 balls in a row.
Yeah, Hannah's got a good eye. 3 balls, no strikes. There's a strike.
Nice little changeup coming.
3-1 count. Hey, you might want to have that one back, I bet.
Yeah. She's playing the odds with a 3-0 count. We take that one most of the time. So.
There's another one right down the alley. We're at a full count, 3-2, ladies. Zeeland Nature Sports, we got to get a hit right here. Boy, a single, maybe a long single might bring this runner in. 3-2 full count. The money pitch. Outside, she's walking. First
really
and second.
Full count watch right there on that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Tying run at the plate now.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank everybody for watching us here. Sailor Nation Sports Network at the Sailor Softball Complex, where the Sailors are taking on the Chicks of Zeeland East. 4-1 here, first game of the doubleheader.
On the corner of Henry and Seminole, kind of like the old Ernie Hardwell, Michigan and Trumbull.
There you go.
Look at us bringing back a little nostalgia here. Did you ever go to the old stadium?
Oh, man, I loved it.
No, I loved it. Absolutely.
I can picture it in my mind.
I can too. Did you ever see a football game from there, though?
No.
Oh, God, I did. When the Greek Wizards, Alex Karras played for the line. That's how old I was. Yeah, that was some good stuff there, boy. In fact, Walt Galkowski was able to get a seat, huh? Single.
And straight away to the center fielder, which gets him out of the inning.
So with 2 on, the Sailors pick up their 3rd out of the inning. We're at the end of 1. Sailors are down 4-1. Correction, 4-2 now. Sorry, I thought they only had the 1. 4-2.
It's just 1. Yep, 4-1.
We're going to let this slide here on, okay? Okay, here I complimented you on a nice job you were doing. Are we still live?
We are, yeah.
Okay, well, everyone out in Sailor Nation Sports.
It is 4-1.
It is 4, yeah. We're starting to be
good.
I just mentioned some beverages, and you got a little too happy with that thought, I think.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
From truck beds to bed beds, we've got your home and auto covered. Combine your home and auto with Lake Michigan Insurance Agency, and you could save $650. That's like 325 gallons of gas, or 21 sets of comfy sheets. So, trust our experts to find the perfect amount of coverage for you, making sure you're covered when you need it and how you need it. We shop a variety of insurance providers, industry leaders like Citizens and Frankenmuth Insurance, to make sure you get the highest quality coverage at the lowest possible rate. In Muskegon County, trust Ryan Rozicki to start a quote for you today. Visit Ryan at our Norton Avenue office in the Park Place Shopping Center near Goodwill and Pites and Courts Restaurant, or visit lmcu.org/insurance to get started.
And we are back. It's 4-1, top of the 2nd inning here at the complex, the softball complex on the beautiful campus of Mona Shores High School on the corner of Henry and Seminole.
Now batting, Lindsay, number 7, Mackenzie.
All
right, Sailors looking to close them up, 3 up, 3 down here.
Boy, that would be nice. That would be nice. Only down by 3 though. That's okay. Beats being down by 4. Pitch. Oh, nice pitch.
A little changeup on that.
A little changeup ball. Yeah, she swung like a day early. No balls, 1 strike. That one goes wide. Hit a little too far south on that one. 1-1 to count. Sailors down by 3 on an absolutely beautiful spring afternoon. Spring has sprung in Michigan, kids. There's another change.
Playable.
That's playable.
And she
dropped it.
Had it.
Might have lost it in the sun a little bit, looking that way. And she had to cock and turn a little bit her body.
She also, when she was, she tripped over first base.
Oh, is that what
over
happened?
The bag
yeah,
just a little bit.
Yep.
And
so
I think
that didn't give her the right position to get in.
That might have thrown it off.
1 ball, 2 strikes, so 1 down the pike here. We'll end it for her. Boom. Out goes a little south again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're waiting for former head coach Jason Craig, who's at a union meeting right now, but he will be joining us when that gets concluded. Yeah, Jason was head coach, what, 20 plus years?
I think so.
Yeah.
Full count here. First batter in the top of the second.
Full count.
Nice.
Oh, inside corner for the strike. Boy, we needed that one.
Take a look on the Lake Michigan Insurance instant replay on this one.
Number 8, Megan Uzon.
Boy,
Right
that
at the
one hit
knees.
just the
Inside,
corner.
inside
God,
right at the
Cohen, nice job over there, buddy, getting that. Another change. Boy, I pitcher loves the changeup, I'll tell you. 0-1 count. Oh, there's a poke. That baby's long gone. Yeah, God, you could just hear it take off. It just bounced off the bat, too.
Yeah, she got all of that.
She got
Lake
all
Michigan
of that
Insurance
instant.
instant replay on that.
Second home run given up by the Sailors. Oh, God, the girls have the cutest little rituals that you see, I tell you, in every sport.
Boy, she got all of that pitch.
Well, that was a pretty hit, too. Nice pitch. You got too good of a pitch. It was too good of a pitch.
Well, I tell you, I think I've smelled barbecue down there. I've smelled popcorn, and now I smell coffee, and it all smells delicious.
Yeah. You know, maybe the ladies got some pull. They can hook us up with a little something, a little popcorn. Little popcorn, maybe, ladies. It's just a thought. It's a pretty doggone good thought, too, I'll tell you. Oh, playing for the bunt. Not going with it. 2 balls, 0 strikes. We got 1 out here. Chicks up to bat. Up 5-1 now with that solo poke over the left field fence. Kelly getting a little frustrated with herself. Pitches aren't going right where she just wants them. They tend to drift to the south a little bit. Off of that right side of the plate. There's 1 down the pipe for a strike. That was a nice ball right there. A little bit more confidence in her right there after giving up that solo shot again. She's given up 2 solos here in the top 2 innings. There's another pitch that's going to go right up there through that dead spot right over the second base. Right over second base right there, right in between short and second. 1 on.
Take a look at the
out.
Lake Michigan Insurance instant replay. Nice shot by Cohen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just a beautiful shot from center field.
This is the last event for us this week, right, boss?
For this week in sporting, yes. We'll be live streaming the Sailor Pride Assembly on Friday.
And that's a 1 o'clock start, you said?
Right around 1:15, 1:30, somewhere in there.
Pitch drifts out a little bit. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I believe that is the count.
The windup. Got to steal. Throw down there. Now just a little late. The Chicks advance on the stolen base and from first to second base. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Chicks up 5-1 here. Top of the second inning. It's a young group of Sailors with only 3 seniors. Nice play by the third baseman. The long throw over to first gets her out. Advances the runner, though, from second to third. 2 out. Workable to get this one out right here and only give up 1 would not be bad for the Sailors. McAnally on the line. On the mound, I should say. McKelly. Correction. I want to go Italian.
Pronouncing some last names is probably one of the more entertaining things about this job.
Joe, I'm glad I bring joy to you.
You do. You bring
with the
joy
errors
in so
that I
many
make.
ways,
Yeah.
yes.
McKelly.
Yes, McKelly. Run on third for the Chicks of Zeeland East.
That's why Dan Vandermine always has pronunciation and stuff.
That is correct.
I got to get that a little bit better.
Change up. She almost bit on it, but did not.
2 balls, 1 strike. McKelly on the mound, trying to get the 3rd out here in this inning. He's giving up 1, though. Not bad at all. Inside corner. Boy, he's been consistent on that inside corner calling it. And that's all you ask from your umpires, to be consistent on every pitch. And he's been very consistent on the inside low area of the plate with the pitch. No, struck her out, felt the breeze up here. So after giving up 1, another solo shot, the Sailors end the Chicks top of the 2nd inning. It's 5-1. We're going to take a quick break. You can take it with us. We will be back in 60 seconds.
Looking to buy or sell? Look no further than our broadcast booth sponsor, John Vandervelde at Nexus Realty. Give him a call at 231-759-3634 or go see him at 880 West Broadway Avenue in Muskegon. Nexus Realty, team-based real estate professionals. Trophy House is your #1 source for fan gear, corporate and team sales, trophies, awards, and more. Visit them in their new showroom, right next door from their old showroom on Henry Street. If it can be logoed, they're your resource. Your brand is their business.
This is our house. We can find your house.
We are back. Sailors down 5-1. It's the bottom of the 2nd inning. Kristen Hillen up. Sailors down 5-1. 1 ball. There's a nice shot. Single bounce to the left fielder. Going to put Hillen on at first. Nice poke there. Nice little hit there by Hillen. Amelia Pena up to bat. Correction, that's number 14. Mia Gagan up to bat. Mia, another senior, one of the 3 seniors on this team. It's a young group, as I stated back in the 1st inning. Nice little bump by Gagan. She's going to beat it out. Nope, just lost it by a step, but it advances the runner from 1st to 2nd, putting her in scoring position.
So 1 out.
Pena up to bat. Amelia Pena. Long, lanky gal. Probably got some nice ball down low.
Being that tall, you would think there'd be a lot of power in the swing there.
You would think. Yeah. Oh, nice little pitch here. Foul ball. Probably what weighs all of about 50 pounds wet, though. I mean, that skinny little thing, but I bet you she can fly. Nice stance. Another foul ball. Foul tip off the bat onto the home plate. Brings 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out for the Sailors. Got a runner at second base. Waiting for Coach Craig, the former head coach of the softball, over 20-some years, I believe, Jason Crago. Oh, strike 3. Good pitch, good swing. Top of the order, it's going to be Graham.
Number 4, Brooklyn Graham.
Yeah, I bet you she really wants that pitch back.
Oh, yeah.
It was a beautiful swing. Just didn't.
Oh,
make
yeah, it's great. She's got
connect.
good form. There's a poke. It's going to bring in the runner. She got some wheels. She's going to bring her in. We're going to see. Safe. Yeah, the ball goes past the catcher. Graham's going to go all the way to third. We'll give her a triple on the play by the left fielder to try to get the runner from second out at home. It cuts the lead to 5-2, kids. Kylie Gagan's going to be up, trying to bring in another run for the Sailors.
Number 10, Kylie Gagan.
Little Singer will bring in the runner from third. Pass pitch. It's going to bring in the runner. We're going to see. Boom. She's going to score on the wild pitch. It's going to bring in another run for the Sailors. Scores now 5-3. Gagan still up to bat now.
Beautiful.
Kylie, little single here would be huge. Keep this inning going for the Sailors. High and inside. Two balls, 1 strike. There's the poke. Is it going to drop in? No. It's going to end the inning, second inning here, but the Sailors scored 2 to make the score 5-3 as we get ready to start the top of the third inning in a well-played game. So I tell you, Sailors aren't giving up at all.
Sticking right in this game like
yes,
they should.
They are,
so
yeah.
We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Moving is always a battle. Well, it's Green Door Movers to the rescue. We're the Movengers. We can fight the moving battle for you in a green, environmentally friendly way. Our green vested heroes have a 5-star Google rating. Give us a call today.
Want to welcome everyone back. We're at the top of the third inning, and as we had suggested, in order for us to sound good and look good, we have to bring in people that know what they're really talking about. To my left, to Joe's right, is former head coach Jason Crago. Jason, welcome, buddy.
Hey, thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
As always. Jason, question for you.
Sure.
How long were you head coach here for?
20 years.
That's what we thought. Yeah, well, good for you, buddy.
Well, welcome. This is about a picture-perfect day for softball, if you can ever pick them. So.
Yes, beautiful.
Yep.
Not too hot, not too windy.
Little bouncer, taken by the third baseman, long throw, gets her on it to 1. So it's a young Sailor group, only 3 seniors, Jason.
Yeah, yep, they're young, and got a freshman pitcher. I've seen her throw a few times. And
is this the freshman right here?
I believe it is, yeah. Yeah, throws well. And
she's a freshman, okay. And, Jason, there's a new head coach as well.
Yeah, Brian Glover.
Yes.
I met him briefly. I know he's a travel coach and in the area, and I've met with him a few times. But he seems to be doing a great job.
Good.
Knows the game really well, and
got the batter swinging at a low one there. One out here in the top of the third.
0 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, it'd be nice to get out of an inning without giving up a run.
Yeah,
This
they are
would be
slowly
huge.
closing
Yep.
that gap.
Yes,
Another
they
swing
are.
and a miss.
the ball's got some movement on it for sure. I always say the best pitch you can throw is strike one.
Is it really?
Well, unless they've hit 2 home runs off you already that day, then that's the wrong pitch. But
which they've actually done.
But if you can get ahead, that's
not on strike one, though.
No.
Yeah, Zeeland East is they can definitely
Little
hit
pop
the ball.
fly here.
That's deep.
That's
gone.
another. It's the 3rd home run of the game, my friend.
Wow.
Yeah. First one over the right field fence, the other 2 over the left field fence. Just when you rally a little bit, boy, they just give up that long ball.
Well, if they hold them to 1 like they did last one, and we score 2 again, I mean, that's we're still inching ever so close. The game isn't over until it's over. So
That's just how the game changed over the years. And we shared the story last time I was here, but it took, I think, 7 years to see my first home run.
Really?
We had one player, Chloe Smith. I still see her around town. She's got to be in her 30s now, but she hit our first home run at Reese Puffer when I was coach. I saw quite a few against us. But that went all the way up to 2018 where our team hit 44 home runs in 1 year. So, and that year I saw 65 total. And the game has changed. The girls are stronger. I'm sure the bats are a little more juiced, but
well, they're just bigger, faster, stronger
right.
girls. You know,
and
they're in the weight room working out too, and
they went to 43 feet. I want to say 2010, maybe.
is that closer or further?
That's further away.
So they see
that
the ball
line
a
shot
little
to
bit
the pitcher.
It wasn't uncommon when I first started. The top pitchers would get 12, 15 strikeouts a game. Because when you're throwing that hard from 40 feet, it's the equivalent of 100 miles an hour.
Right.
Oh, okay.
60 miles an hour would be 100 if it were in baseball. And, yeah, it's tough to get reaction time.
Oh, yeah. So how do you go about adjusting the distance? Is it a vote by coaches, the association?
I think the Coaches Association would recommend it, and then the MHSAA has to adopt it.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So as we would hope that one shot, the solo shot, was the only run that they got that inning. So the Sailors have an opportunity to hopefully close the gap a little bit more. So.
Yeah. Cut it to at least a 1-run game would be huge at this point right here. They've given up a home run in each of the 3 innings so far.
Well, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. This is Sailor Nation Sports Network.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
You're up. There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game.
And we are back. So bottom
Microphone.
Bottom of the 3rd inning here.
You know you need your own babysitter.
I think I do. Well, I started talking to Jason. Stop it. I'm trying to get some details here.
This girl's throwing pretty hard for Zeeland.
Yeah, she's been pitching real well. Sailors have been able to get some dents on it.
There's a little poke over the first baseman head.
As I speak.
McCarthy at first. One up, one on.
That was McKelly, I believe. Oh, McKelly's up. Sorry. I made a mistake. Yeah.
Kelly. Is this
McKelly up to bat?
I'll be quiet over here.
Notice I didn't say anything. Wide outside. You missed the game at all, Jason?
I do. I miss being a part of the action, but we've had plenty of things to fill in time.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Sailors looking to advance that runner. All 3 innings, they have had one sacrifice bunt to advance the runner. That'll be down.
They were successful.
Yes, they were successful moving up.
That's big.
Oh,
there's a big swing and a miss.
Big swing and a miss there.
She really wants that one back. I'm certain of it. Take a look at that cut here.
And that's one thing I think, you have limited practice time. A lot of these girls play travel ball and they practice maybe once a week and play tournaments all weekend, but you don't go to take lessons for bunting usually. And so if you're paying for hitting lessons, you're doing swings, and that's something that the varsity high school coaches would stress, because when you get into the playoffs, you're going to face a dominant pitcher, and you've got to be able to put the ball in play.
Yep.
Make a play.
Gagan up the bat. A little high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A little rising fastball in there, which is a really, really tough pitch to hit if it's in place.
Outside.
The elite pitchers throw the same pitch for the first 20 feet, and it's the last 23 that they can make it move up, down, and that's just deadly.
Low play at second gets her out on the force.
That's a really nice play, and that's a tough play sometimes for pitchers to make, to throw overhand like that. Get the timing right.
Yeah, getting that force at second was huge. It takes that runner in scoring position away.
Right.
Makes it a lot harder for the Sailors.
2 out for the Sailors. 1 on. High foul ball. Is it going to be playable?
Ooh.
Boy.
Let's see if we can get some offensive karma right here.
Well, the second inning, I think it was, where we had the 2. We had good 2-out rallies that got those 2 runs in.
And as a coach defensively here, your stomach is hurting because that's an out that had to be made. And hopefully we can capitalize.
Ooh, big swing right there. 0 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Sailors. Bottom of the 3rd. High into the outside.
Jason, I'm watching the batter. The batter's front foot, she's stepping way back.
Nothing good's going to happen there.
She's pulling herself away.
Nope.
Offense, a little dribbler, her. Little toss at first. It's going to end the inning.
It might be her style, I'm not sure, but it seems like that would pull you off of the plate quite a bit.
That's one of those key things. There's a components of hitting, kind of the, what do they call them? It's been so long I forgot. But it's like your rituals. There's certain absolutes, that's what we call them, absolutes. There's absolute things that have to happen, and that front foot has got to either be going at the pitcher, because as a catcher you see that, and you're never going to throw an inside pitch.
You're always going to get them outside.
Right. The only one that they can get solid contact on is an inside pitch, because they're already going that way. And so, yeah, we used to put something on the left foot out there. We used to put cement blocks, but then my dad thought that was a bad idea. But you put a cement block, we call it the foot in the bucket, so your foot can't go back. And so now you're forced to stand in there. And, girls at a young age, you catch that, you fix that early. It's tough to fix when they get to be 15, 16 years old.
Sure.
Because they've ingrained it, and mentally they're not saying they're afraid of the ball, but that first step comes at age 9 or 10 when they're making sure that it's not at them, and then they'll try to hit.
And then it becomes muscle memory regardless of how they feel about the pitch.
And the ironic thing, when you get to higher level varsity softball with an elite pitcher, if she throws it at you, you're not getting out of the way anyway. So you're just going to get hit. And you might as well dig in, and good hitters do that.
Where did the love for softball come in for you? You didn't play softball.
Oh, I played baseball, but then my dad was a fast pitch pitcher at Reese Field.
Oh, okay.
I was bat boy growing up. Saw a lot of fast pitch softball.
Okay. Did you play baseball at Muskegon?
I played baseball at Muskegon, for Jerry Eaton.
Yeah. I see he just passed away over the summer.
Yeah, he did.
I thought about him. I was going to stop and say
he's a good guy.
Great guy. Well, he coached a little of everything, too.
He played minor league for the Tigers, and, man, I tell you, I had him as a gym teacher in 7th grade, and he could still throw. Oh, man, he could throw.
Could he really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had him for geography.
Got it. All right, here we go. Ready to go. Top of the 4th inning.
Top of the 4th inning. Sailors down 6-3. Got to get a 1-2-3 inning right here. This would be great. Ball 1. There's the strike. Do you know the umpire here, Jason?
Is that Burrell?
Is it? I don't know.
It might be one of
the Burrell brothers?
Or the senior. I don't know if that's him or not. I ref basketball with him. No, maybe that's not him.
Are you reffing basketball?
I didn't do this past year, but I have the previous 5. So I took this year off. And
at what level?
All levels. Some varsity, mostly JV freshmen.
Good for you. They're hurt for officials. I know that. Foul ball.
So remind me again, Jason, is it 7 innings?
7 innings.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. It's
Is it 7 because it's a double header?
Nope. It's 7 both.
Okay.
Either way, in MHSA.
All right.
5 is a legal.
Oh, there's a shot. Nice, good. 1 up, 1 out.
Let's take a look on the Lake Michigan Insurance instant replay. See if Cohen's shot got this. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Tell you, this would be a great inning to hold them to no runs. I'll change up.
That change up's deadly when it's first strike. You got to get it first strike and.
There we go. Came back with a second changeup. Top of the 4th, 1 out. Is there a rule to the color of the softball?
Official in Michigan is green. Yeah, they have to use the approved. Actually, I think the approved one is only for the tournament, but all high schools adopt. They don't play with something different than they're going to play with in district. So MHSAA controls what they use at the district, regional, and state level.
Gotcha.
Ball 4 is going to move the chick runner to first base. We got 1 on, 1 out. How come it's not white, Jason? Like the old days. I mean, the colored white, is it
it's
more?
Just no uniforms are that green usually.
Oh, I gotcha.
And it just is easier for
that optic
you have
green
white
look.
Pants. Sometimes that just you can't pick up that release point.
I gotcha. Oh, that's interesting.
The pitcher has white pants. Yeah.
I gotcha. See, that's why we have people like Jason here.
Why
right?
I asked the question.
Yeah, all you got to do is ask questions.
That's why we had a bunch of dads out here to paint that fence dark blue.
Because
you're picking up the ball, and you go to most any major league park, they're all darkened. There's that area in Comerica Park that's all blackened out because that's that's the release point of the pitcher is up higher by the flagpole there.
Okay.
In baseball.
That's a high to the outside. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out.
One runner on, which was walked.
Do you do a pinch count in girls softball, Jason?
I don't know. It's the larger of the two, yeah. Right, 12-inch. What's that?
Do you do a pitch count for girls softball as they do in baseball?
Nope. There's no pitch count. Girls can throw as many as they want.
Yeah.
Not as much wear and tear on the arm.
Correct.
Although the legs are the first to go. So you're on a hot
The
day.
legs are first to go.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's where you're going to see your lower velocity is when their legs get tired and you're pushing off. And
because you're using a lot more leg work than you are arm work. I got you.
Imagine, too, the control has a lot of bearing on that leg stuff, too, because your stride, your push, and everything.
Right.
Maybe what we're seeing a little bit here with McKelly. Noticed a lot more pitches missing the corners here.
Is McKelly the freshman?
I believe so.
Okay. Oh, foul, tip
and
foul.
Depending on how much you pitch, but I would assume the left plant leg would be the knee that loses cartilage over time. I mean, as you get older and into adulthood. I know my dad's left knee was the first one he had replaced because that was his landing knee, and that takes a lot of the brunt.
How's Dad doing?
He's all right. He's
good.
Hanging in there.
Absolutely. Well, tell him I say hi. Love him.
That's
I certainly will.
Yeah, please do.
One
two
run.
runs.
I think it was 1 run. They have first and second there?
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. So 1 run.
1 run scores. We have 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Sailors trying to get out of this inning, giving up another run, though.
What a beautiful day.
Oh, gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful day.
My golf league was yesterday. That was not a beautiful
We
day.
were doing track yesterday.
No, we did
Oh,
live
man.
stream track yesterday. God, it was horrible. I felt so bad for the kids. Inside corner, first strike. Where'd you guys golf at?
Terra Verde.
Oh, yeah.
Utica, yeah.
Yep, off the highway there. How'd you do?
Not well.
Not well.
No.
No, not well at all. Huh?
First time out, I did quite well. This last time, not so much.
Throw down to third. Runner back safe. Light breeze blowing from left to right here.
And we've got 1 out, second and third. That was just a first and third situation. They decided to go for the catch him at third there.
That's going
Finds
to
the
bring
gap
another
in
one
the
right
right.
into the gap right there between the first baseman and the second right there.
Oh, and he missed the cutoff there.
Yeah, missed the cutoff.
We worked with this a lot. Get the out.
Got the out.
Got the out. But it does bring in a run, though.
So that's something if you watch college that the pitchers have to back up home in that situation. Your first baseman's the cut. It's tough for outfielders to know sometimes unless when there's 2 people standing there. They miss the cutoff there.
Now, is it because, you're dealing with a really young team. You only got 3 seniors out of the group. So
Right.
70% are young. They're going to be coming back, which is a good thing.
That's a good thing.
But you're giving up some things right now this year as well.
Oh, yeah. And, just the nature of the sport, there's so many girls that play travel. They play more games in the summer than they do in their school season. So
sure,
it's what you're learning in those games that's key because, bunting, base running, cutoffs.
Yep.
Usually don't have to teach much hitting because they get a lot of reps in the summer, and they face a lot of good pitching too.
Yeah, that's true. So will this team right here form a travel team for the summer?
Oh, I don't know what they do. I mean, some schools do that. They get on one team, but
God, I think it would be so beneficial. It's almost like
you get some girls that go up to a higher level team, and
oh, sure,
that's.
I gotcha. Did you coach any summer softball?
Nope.
You just enjoyed the family?
I would have become single, probably.
Yeah.
That would have happened. Come June, I was done.
Good for you. That's right. Family first.
And we had little kids, and they're both music people. And
you had 2, right?
2, yep. I have one at community college and one at University of Michigan.
Oh, good for you. Joe's son just graduated from you.
I saw that. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, there's another little poke there. It's going to drop in.
You need to get dirty on that.
That would have been a nice little pickup if they would have
I guess
laid out for it.
Yeah. Come on, let's get one out here.
Taylor's given up 3 runs this inning. Got a runner at first, 2 outs. Strike.
Yeah, the hardest out to get is the last one.
Right.
Joe's is the philosopher of softball.
No, I hear what he's saying, because 2 out hits when you're up to bat are joyous. Because they're 1 pitch away from being out of it, and you keep it going.
And they're devastating.
Right, devastating the defense. Sure, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And many times I'd go to the mound and we'd just say, hey, 1 pitch. We need 1 pitch here, 1 play, and we're out of it. And you got to get them to believe it.
Yeah. Cut off.
I think that was supposed to go to second.
Well, I think so, too. And she stabbed it in the air right then. And that's that communication between 2. You've got a freshman pitcher. And do you work on that, Jason? I'm assuming you work on everything, don't you, Jay? I mean, all kinds of scenarios.
Oh, for sure. Pitchers and catchers rep that stuff every day. Throwdowns, pitcher covering first, who covers the bunt.
High fly ball. Looks like it's going to be playable at the fence. No! Off of her gloves is going to bring in 1 on a very playable ball.
Yeah. Those are tough.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, that could have been the inning.
Again, back to what you just said, keeping that alive like that. That could have been the end of the inning, and instead it ended up being a double with another run scored.
Yep, now it's a 7-run lead, 10-3. Foul tip.
Sailors struggling to get this last run here in the top of the 4th. I don't think we're close yet, but what is the mercy rules on?
15 after 3, 10 after 5. Okay. And the funny umps say 1 after 7. The umps always do that in the pregame. Get the out.
Oh, nice and we got it.
Nice play. Get out of it.
So the Sailors give up 4 runs. Sailors give up 4 runs in the top of the 4th, up to bat in 60 seconds, being down 10-3. Welcome back, everybody. We are blessed to have former head coach Jason Craigle here for the past 20 years. He was head coach on retirement right now. He's with us in the booth. Joe Kanukin on the left. Nick Davros here. The best in the business, as always, Kim and Kotis along the first base line, and Cohen Holman way out in center field at about the 205-foot mark. Jason, thank you, buddy, for coming with us.
You bet. Thank you for having me.
You know, Jason, you're going to be a staple. Every year, God willing, Joe and I are doing this with Kevin. You can count it in, buddy. I'll tell you. We absolutely love having you.
Tough play.
Tough play. Long throw. Yeah, and the stretch for one out. We're kind of booked this year. Joe was so busy in April, we couldn't do we didn't do anything in April, did we?
Nothing in April, yeah. We did
nothing
one
in
in March.
Joe was just swamped, so we're cramming everything in, and it was late notice, Jason, but thank you, as always.
Joe's got to teach all our seniors the CPR class. I know that.
That's true. That is true. It's one of the many things. One of the many things I do in April.
Mm-hmm. This is that busy time of year with, you know, you're putting all your heart and soul into your season, but there's prom, there's SAT, there's graduation.
Yeah, I did that. I'm giving the M. Some of my 11th graders got to take the M step tomorrow. I got a young lady coming in.
This is the second week of AP test, and so kids have been working all year for their AP classes. And yeah, it's
Hey, Jason, have you driven through that new subdivision across Beach Street there where the golf course was, just for the fun of it?
I have.
Isn't it? Boy, they got some nice lots there looking at the course.
I've heard that they're all sold.
They're all sold already?
What I heard.
That's why I saw surveyors out there looking at it already. Yep. Yeah, doesn't surprise me, but man, good for them. Boy, and they're tearing up Bluffton School area too. You see that area?
Yep.
Joe, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get Jason in the Beechwood, living in God's country. We're trying really hard. He's just so fussy about homes. I don't know if it's him or his wife. But
I hear there's one Greek there that you don't.
Yeah, there's one you don't want to live by.
No.
Yeah, there's one you don't, but there's one that is priceless. That I don't know if you could get close enough to. That
nice job.
That barn house is getting ready to go 1st of June.
I thought it already.
Well, it's sold, but it's going to be an Airbnb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he owns Jet's Pizza. The guy does.
I'll be darned.
Nice guy. I met him. First name is Chris. Really a nice guy. He's done a first guy. I'll tell you, he pumped in some serious. $1.25 he pumped into it. Get it back into shape, but it's gorgeous. First class job. Pitch on the inside. There's a strike.
This girl throws well.
Pena.
There's a lot of movement going away from the batter. She has a natural kind of a curve on that ball, kind of a sidewinder.
High to the outside.
2 outs here for the Sailors, bottom of the
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Sailors down by 7, 10-3. The former head coach, Jason Craigle, in between Joe and I. Always a joy to listen to his expertise. There's going to be a little air right there.
That's why running out.
And she got it.
Yep. We're broadcasting. Our last broadcast of this year is going to be from historic Marsh Field. We're going to do the Sailors from Marsh Field, and we got Walt joining us up there.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah,
and
it's going to be a night game, too, 7:30 night game.
Who are they playing?
Granville.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be a good game.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll put Huffman on the mound. I've yet to see that kid throw. I guess he.
Why don't you come and join? Why don't you come on up there?
What date is that?
25th of May.
25th of May.
Yeah. Why don't you come on up with us and join us?
I just love to watch it.
Well, you come on the booth with us too and talk a little bit. You and Walt have both of you up there. It would be fun.
A lot of good bus rides with Walt, man. He's a wealth of knowledge.
Oh my God, that's why we bring these people in. We've got Eric Carlson is going to be up in the booth with us. The steal, bounce, and got her.
Man.
Nice play by the catcher to the second baseman for the out. Boy.
Take a look on the Lake Michigan.
There was a nice rarity right there.
Replay there. That's a beautiful throw. Right on, one hop, right into position.
Yeah.
So did not pan out well for the Sailors on that one.
Pan out well, and they have to go for certain things. They're down by 7. Games come close when the Top of the 6th.
Well, we are working on coming into the top of the 5th.
Top of the 5th,
yep,
correct.
Top of the 5th. So we'll be right back after a quick break.
Lakeside Cafe is a family-run business that started in 2013. Located right off the shores of Lake Michigan, it features many delicious meals along with excellent service and a family-friendly atmosphere. Breakfast is served all day, open 7 days a week. Both dine-in and takeout available. Quality ingredients, endless options. Lakeside Cafe.
And we are back. Sailors attempt to steal, get called out. It's the top of the 5th, down 10-3. Foul ball.
See if we can get a 1-2-3 inning here.
We haven't had one all game. We need to get one, Jason. Absolutely. That's a great point. Have not had one. And we've had the rally caps on since the first inning, when it was a solo shot by the opening batter, a little grounder. Nice stab by the first baseman.
Mia Gagan. But I tell you, she's got to use 2 hands on that tag.
Yeah, because it's going to
pop right out.
Exactly.
Take a look on the Lake Michigan Insurance Instant Replay, see what we've caught here.
Nice play.
Nice play. Great play by Mia. Mama's going to be proud. So I'm working the booth down below.
You know,
I can't believe the kids. I remember when she handed. I can't believe the kids are seniors. The twins are seniors.
That's the last group of kids that I know. The Gagan twins were freshmen my last year. So, and that was the COVID year that we had canceled. But
now she said she's got a freshman on the team as well.
Yep. The little sister is playing center field, I think.
Okay.
Mia, is that Mia Gagan?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Correct.
So she had 3 girls.
Yep.
God bless the dad. I wonder if they got enough bathrooms in the house. So you want to go to the house on Sherwood? Yeah, we'll get you to it. Because I think it's got a nice studio for your wife. That's why I was saying that.
We got one out here. Here we go.
Outside. 1 ball, 2 balls, 1 strike.
McKelly's got decent velocity when she throws it. She's got a decent changeup. It's a little bit about developing that control, I think.
Yeah.
Shot to the shortstop. Long throw. Boom. Out.
Nice play there by the shortstop. And a pitcher, too, they can get afraid of the fastball because when another team hits a ball hard like that, a couple home runs, they get a little shy, but batters can always get themselves out. Now, you don't want to throw it down the middle of the plate, but you still have to resort to that fastball. She's doing a lot of change-ups here, and that's fine, but keep them off balance.
Jason, does the coach sometimes call a pitch, or is it a catcher-pitcher relationship mostly?
That's both.
It's both?
A lot of times the coach will call the pitch from the dugout. You have some teams in Oak Ridge for years, their assistant would call the pitching. Just depends.
Okay. All right.
I've had pitchers where I've called the pitches, and I've had catchers that knew the game, and
sure,
we talk about what happened the inning before and what batters we need to worry about, and so it just depends.
Yeah.
Several change-ups in a row here.
Yeah.
I would expect at this point you will probably throw a fastball, right? You mix it in.
You could freeze them. It's really tough for girls, not anybody really, to hit change-ups hard unless you're guessing it. But when there's an arc on the ball like that, it actually is more difficult to hit with their normal hitting. See here.
Oh, right to the shortstop. So 3 up, 3 down here, the top of the 5th. Sailors, for the first time this game, do not give up a run in an inning. We're going to take a quick break. Your score is 10-3 still.
From truck beds to bed beds, we've got your home and auto covered. Combine your home and auto with Lake Michigan Insurance Agency, and you could save $650. That's like 325 gallons of gas, or 21 sets of comfy sheets. So, trust our experts to find the perfect amount of coverage for you, making sure you're covered when you need it and how you need it. We shop a variety of insurance providers, industry leaders like Citizens and Frankenmuth Insurance, to make sure you get the highest quality coverage at the lowest possible rate. In Muskegon County, trust Ryan Rozicki to start a quote for you today. Visit Ryan at our Norton Avenue office in the Park Place Shopping Center near Goodwill and Pites and Courts Restaurant, or visit lmcu.org/insurance to get started.
It is the bottom of the fifth. Sailors got to get the rally caps going here, down by 7 with 2 innings remaining. Coach Craig goes with us always. My dear friend Joe Kanukin running the board. A lot of positive energy from him. The best in the business, down first base. K2, Kim Kodas, and out in center field.
No more. Cohen had to leave.
I don't see him out there. You're
there.
Right. He disappeared.
He didn't. He got us set up with a very good view, static view from center field. Love that shot. Absolutely love it. Big rip there and a miss.
Yeah. Jason, how long of a break in between first and second game? 10, 15 minutes?
15 minutes, yeah.
It'll give me time to run out and change the battery.
There you go. Foul ball.
Brooklyn Graham here. I know she's had some nice home runs this year. She's had quite a bit of power for the Sailors.
You've come to a couple games this year?
I've been to one. Listen on the announcements to kind of hear what's going on.
Is the new the new softball coach an educator in the district?
I don't think so.
No. Nice pitch from Zeeland. Froze our batter.
It's tough,
1.
you know. I've always thought, you know, coaching any kind of high school sports, it's easier for teachers or retired people to fit that into their schedule.
Oh, yeah.
And when you get someone who, you know, if they have a flexible schedule, I've had a lot of dads help me that were construction people that could make their own schedule. And but yeah, you run into trouble finding assistants that have this kind of time.
Oh, yeah.
Practice at 3:30. Saturdays and all that kind of stuff. So,
you know, I've only coached. This will be year 44 of football coming up. What was it? I never coached at Muskegon. I never taught at Muskegon High School. I taught for the district for 40 years, but never in the building. And it's hard sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I was blessed that the jobs that I had were very flexible, and my principals were just a joy to work for. And Eric Carlson right now has been more than flexible with me, and I'm blessed.
So pop fly back to the pitcher.
We got 2 out. But we need runs. We need runs, kids. We need 7 of them just to tie this ball game up. Maggie McCarthy up. Pitcher's done a nice little job here. Ball right down to the first base, and that's going to come into...
Wow. Easy up, easy down.
That was quick.
Zeeland
1, 2, 3. We've come to the end of 5 here at the complex, the softball complex on the beautiful campus of Mona Shores High School. Sailors still down 10-3. We will be right back.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Moving is always a battle. Well, it's Green Door Movers to the rescue. We're the Movengers. We can fight the moving battle for you in a green, environmentally friendly way. Our green vested heroes have a 5-star Google rating. Give us a call today.
Looking to buy or sell? Look no further than our broadcast booth sponsor, John Vandervelde at Nexus Realty. Give him a call at 231-759-3634 or go see him at 880 West Broadway Avenue in Muskegon. Nexus Realty, team-based real estate professionals.
You. Want to welcome everyone back. We've been discussing some football, some softball. Hey, fill us in about the gentleman in Hudsonville that you just shared with us. 70 years old. See, Joe, I'm 67. I'm going to be around for a while, baby.
Tom Vrujink, and it was the only team that we never beat. And I really wanted to beat Hudsonville, but Tom Vrujink's a great guy. He's been coaching at Hudsonville, I think, in excess of 40 years. I know he was second to a lady out of Livonia as far as number of wins, but he's over 1,000 wins in his career. Hudsonville's a great program.
New pitcher for the Sailors.
Kristen Hilland.
Senior. She's one of the 3 seniors.
Yep. Got to get it.
Another one of those outs left on the field.
You know, I found we had decent pitchers over the years that, you know, would get some strikeouts, but we mostly would have girls that could hit the corners and make the people put the ball in play, and we stressed so much defense. You had to make outs, and we had some great defensive teams over the years.
Well, and whoa, wow. Nice line shot right back to Hill and makes the stab. Yeah, and that's why people, you know, defense wins championships. Offense scores lots of points, right? But your defense, just like you brought up, Jason, great point there.
Wow.
That was a shot. The young lady that hit all the home runs for you.
Taylor Dew.
Yeah, whatever happened to her?
She went into physical therapy. I think that was a situation with one of the downsides to travel ball is that she's been going since she was 8 years old, and she just wanted to,
something different.
Yeah, you're taking basically a college schedule and giving it to a 10-year-old, and that was it. And so she was kind of done, and she's graduated from Grand Valley, going into physical therapy, doing great things. See her at Pints and Courts. She was a waitress there for a number of years after she graduated.
Was she heavily recruited by big schools?
She was. She was recruited by Ferris. Michigan State showed some interest.
Only interest on Michigan? God, she just blasted.
You get to Michigan, though, you're looking at people from all over the country.
I understand that, but this kid was a home run.
Right. And granted, I mean, she was, and she would have played Division II, Ferris, Grand Valley.
Oh, okay. She was an SEC type material.
You can't say that. You never know.
It's too late right now. What position did she play?
She played first base.
Okay. Left-hander?
Right-handed.
Right-handed.
Very good athlete.
Oh yeah.
Would have started in volleyball and basketball, but chose to just stick to softball. And
she was a one-sporter?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, she had good size too. Yeah, she was an athlete. She would have been a great multi-sport athlete for Shores.
The previous coach here, she also played for you as well.
Yeah,
correct?
Sydney.
Yes.
Sydney was on the 2012 team, so we played Hudsonville in the regional final, lost 2-1, and they went on to win the state title that year.
Wow. Missed by Zeeland.
That was the best team that we put on the field. Defensively, not offensively. The team in 2018, I still can't believe how many home runs we hit, and not just Taylor, but Veronica Kaslik and Maddie Metler and
How far did you go in the playoffs that year?
We won districts and got beat in regionals by Jennison, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, see, great program in Jennison. My God, year in and year out. You go up to Holton. They're tough in girls softball.
Oh, yeah. Very
God,
good.
They're like a machine up there.
And Oak Ridge has been kind of the juggernaut here the last 10 years in our area. They apparently aren't as tough this year, but they've done a nice job out there.
What about North Muskegon baseball? Routing Shores. They just got hot at the right time.
And Shores used up their pitching, too. So.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had used it up in a conference game, I think, a couple days before.
And that's what means something, really.
But no, good for North Muskegon. That's great.
Single, it's going to bring in. It's going to bring in one here from second base. Single brings in the runner from second, making it 11-3 score. Top of the sixth. One out, one on for the Sailors. Joe, did you play any baseball?
I did. I played baseball all the way through.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
What position did you play?
Catcher and center field. And,
who was your coach?
Pony League. I had played some pitcher as well, but I settled in with catcher and.
Oh, okay.
And
Dazowski, your coach?
Yep.
He was my neighbor.
Shores?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Dazowski lived as you're coming down Sherman and you turn left onto Knollwood. That corner house right there. That was where Gene Dazowski went to school with me. That's where he lived. Yeah. And McNiff's built the Red Barn House.
Right.
Yeah, back in the day.
Brainerd was my coach in middle school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I loved playing baseball. Baseball, I actually...
was that your favorite sport?
I enjoyed baseball more than I did football.
Did you?
Yeah. I was better at baseball than I was football.
What'd you do in the winter? Were you a wrestler?
I actually bowled.
Did you?
Yes,
oh, yeah, that's how you know so much.
Yep.
Look at Joe just throwing this. I'm a three-sport athlete down the road here. Grounder, boom.
Nobody there.
Over to first, boom, out.
It's going to be out number 2 of the inning.
Yes, it is. Sailors still down 11-3, 2 out here in the top of the sixth. Sailors need to get a quick out here, and they've got to get some runs in here at the bottom of the sixth because time is not a luxury right here, and innings are running away quickly.
Of all my sports, I was probably the best at bowling.
Really?
Yep. Best at bowling. I probably could have...
So how would you
I
do
could have
now?
done. They didn't have bowling in high school.
No, they didn't.
Back when I was in high school, so
it's a few years ago, right, John?
I averaged about 212 to 220.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Holy smokes! Your average beats my high game.
All-state champion of the state a couple of years.
Oh, look at Joe!
In my age bracket for junior bowling.
Listen to Joe's.
I was the Muskegon Travel League president of the whole league way back.
So should we
these are my claims to fame, you know.
Should we just address you now, Mr. President?
That and a cup of coffee will get me a
amen. Yeah.
Conversation piece.
There you go.
That was a lot of fun.
Good for you. You were a diverse little athlete.
My baseball, aside from playing Shores, I played over in the Roosevelt Park league. We did all-star.
Is that where you grew up, in that area?
Yeah, I actually grew up down here on Wickham.
Yeah, right, exactly. We had
by the fire barn?
Yep. Yeah. I lived on the north side.
Yep.
Ball, this is playable.
Let's get it out.
It's playable.
Let's
get it out, get it out, get
nice.
it out. Yes, nice. That's the end of the inning here, the end of the sixth.
Take a look on that Lake Michigan Insurance instant replay.
Great play there. That's a tough play for a first baseman.
Well, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back, bringing up the bottom of the sixth. This is
nice
Sailor
view,
Nation
Kim.
Sports.
Thank you, Kim. Great view right there of the scoreboard. Great job, bud. And we're back in action here. Sailors, bottom of the 6th here. Sailors got to do something right here. We've got to get 3 to 4 runs. Try to cut the lead in half if we can. But we need something. They need some positive energy going into that bottom of the 7th, because we don't get it now, boy, the 7th is going to be tough.
Yeah, this pitcher is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Great rise to that fastball.
I don't see much change up
No,
here.
I haven't either.
She's just coming right at you.
She's coming with some serious smokes up the bat, number 13.
From that ground level, I guarantee you there's a drop. I could see come across her body. She's breaking it away.
I was just
going to
say she's breaking. She had a
breaking away from the right-handed batter. Yeah, right there.
So, Jason, when you were head coach, did you have a specific area that you concentrated on as a coach? Did Dad have an area? Did you work with primarily pitchers, or did Dad work with? Fill us in a little bit.
Early on, my dad helped pitching a lot because we were just in the early stages. You know, they had slow pitch for girls in this district when I started.
Oh,
and
there's a poke.
That is
it could be. It is gone.
Is that Maggie?
A solo shot.
Watch this on the Lake Michigan Insurance Instant Replay.
Just
She
what
got
the doctor ordered
everything
for
of
the
that.
Sailors.
Nice one.
Nice poke over the left field fence. If that doesn't give the girls some energy, I don't know what is.
Who hit that?
That was McKelly, I believe.
McKelly,
Yeah.
nice. That's great. Is she a freshman?
Yes, I think she is a freshman.
Great rip.
So going back, so Dad in the beginning
he'd work with pitchers just to develop kind of their motion, and we did a lot of clinics with young girls and how to get them to throw, because that's your basis. If you don't have somebody in the circle that can challenge anybody,
it's going to be you're not going to win any
It's a
game.
track meet. So
Gagan up the bat.
But I dealt mostly the later half of my career with infield, working a lot with short game, with hitters. A lot of them that take their own private lessons for hitting. That's fine. We had our system of how we did it.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever made anybody swing worse. I think my good hitters, I kind of let them be because
they were hitting good.
Everything was sound, and you just give them reps and.
A little bit outside.
It's funny you mentioned private, pitching coaches. Mark Konechny had a quarterback coach. A private a quarterback coach come on in and work with Mark, and it did wonders for Mark.
Right.
It just turned him into a D1 quarterback right now at Western. Yeah, he's moved up on the depth chart. He's 4th on the depth chart. I talked to Mark a couple days ago. He's 4th on the depth chart, but pushing that kid to be the 3rd stringer right now. So,
where is he at?
He's at Western.
Western, okay.
Eddie Huffman.
I had Maddie in class last fall. Nice young lady. We got to work on that front foot. I've talked with her about it too, because I did see her the first game this year. And
now, when you say the front foot, what?
Oh, that's a nice little lay down there. The front foot is headed towards our dugout, on the release, and it's a catcher will pick up on that and never throw you inside because you're already headed. Away from the plate.
Right, exactly.
So they're going to set up outside black on the plate.
Because you're forcing yourself to run farther.
Right.
Yep, I got you. Oh, that's interesting. So now I'm going to watch. Yep, you're right, Jason.
There's just not much good that can come there. And she's a great kid. And
is that a bad habit?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit earlier, that it develops when you're younger.
Sure.
And the girls are throwing wild all over the place. And it's that safety step that you're making sure it's not coming at you, but
she does it all the time.
As you get older, it becomes a lack of power. You can't connect with the ball unless they throw it inside.
Because you're going away from the
Right.
Okay, Jason. In practice, then this is a good one. It just leads me to a boatload of questions. Do you ever film? Well, they didn't have all this. How many years was this year when you were coaching, Jason? this complex right here?
Well, we were set to have our first season in 2020, and that didn't work out with COVID. So
you never played here.
No,
then?
2019 we were at Ross Park.
Right.
While they were building this,
Correct.
That was my last competitive year, and then 2020.
Right. See, this would have been a great teaching tool where you film your players from up in the box, just for that little stuff like that.
And we had a press box. And we had a press box built by Boosters. And,
that's right.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot that.
We just didn't have the stadium here.
Right, okay. So you never coached in the new complex? Wow. One ball, one strike, one out. We're throwing ones up the top. Oh, nice pitch. You had to reach for it. It's a foul ball. One ball, two strikes, one out. Sailors down by 7.
I believe that was a changeup. It was
there
one
it
of
is.
the rare changeups, and I think
you don't
that's why
see many. Now the next pitch, if she throws it hard, it'll seem 3 or 4 miles an hour faster.
Jason, how many players did you usually keep on your team?
12 to 14.
Yeah, they're down to 10 this year.
No. 12 is a great number for partners and for drills and stuff that you do.
Is it?
You've got 9 plus a DH if you want it, and then you have two subs.
Right.
But
I got you.
14's not bad either. It's good to have numbers out. And
smoked it right by her on that last one.
Mia Gagan up. 2 out. Sailors still down by 7. Outside corner for a strike. We got a runner on second base. Need to bring her in. Single could do it for the Sailors. Get the rally caps going. And that could do it right here overhead now.
Away.
No, it gets it out. And that's going to end the bottom of the 6th inning. Sailors down by 7, 11-4. We're going to take a minute break. You can take it with us, but make sure you come back. It's the top of the 7th inning. Sailors down by 7, 11-4. Kim and Kotis along the first base line, the best in the business, simply the best. Jason Craigle in between Joe and I. Glad to have Jason with us after 20 years of being a head coach. Jason is enjoying the good life right now. It was a good life as a head coach.
It was.
But now he's relaxing, enjoying it. Just a little different with his wonderful wife. The kids are all... So the kids are grown.
They are, well, growing.
Growing, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know that.
Middle stage. Joe knows what that's all about.
Yes.
Well, my son just finished his freshman year at Michigan. He liked it. And
what's he majoring in?
He's in music engineering or electrical engineering.
Oh.
So he's what they call performance art technology.
Okay. Wow. Good for him.
Yeah.
So he's home now.
He's home for the summer, going to work at the deck. My daughter's taking classes. She works part-time at Gentex in Zeeland, so makes a little money there, and she's probably going to head back to Ferris. She was at Michigan Tech for a year and a half. Decided to come a little closer to home. So
okay, and she's majoring in?
We're not sure yet.
Okay.
So we don't know.
That's
she's kind of figuring it out. And
yeah. Single right to the right side of the second baseman there. Put Zeeland on first, 1 out. Got to get him out here. We can't give up any more runs here if we're going to have any attempt.
Yeah.
Noah really enjoyed his time at the University of Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He is glad to be done, though.
There comes a point when you're in college and you're sick of being broke, and it's like, you know what, we need to go. We need to move on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's looking forward to the next chapter.
Jason, where'd you go to college?
Central Michigan.
You went to a big school too. See, I went to a D3 school. I went to Adrian College. And I got my master's at Western, but back then there weren't computers. Then we had to travel everywhere to take classes.
I was invited to walk on there as a football player, and
at where?
At Central.
At Central.
I found out pretty quick that probably wasn't for me. So,
a little different ball game there.
Gonna have a bullseye on my chest, be number 3 in the depth, whatever it was.
Yeah. Nah. Who was head coach then? It was
Herm Duramity.
Yeah, Duramity was back then. Yep.
That was just before he retired.
Yep.
They were good too. They beat Michigan State.
Yeah, they were real good. Duramity had a good run at Central. Pitt Dyer's down the middle for a strike.
There we go. Yeah, Mount Pleasant was a happy place, a little dangerous place when we beat Michigan State. It was quite memorable.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Sailors trying to get this one out. We got a runner at first.
A question on here: did the junior high have softball?
They always did, and it was more of a club sport, but it was played through the school's name, so they were allowed to have the jersey. But girls would sign up, have to pay dues, so it wasn't necessarily a paid position through the school. But we had some very good middle school teams that play all around this area. And,
do you still have it?
I don't know. I haven't been a part of it, so I'm not sure if they're still doing that.
Oh, yeah.
There are? Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
hey, got to tell you, Mona Shore's got a new head boys basketball coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lewis Murray coming from Muskegon under the tutelage of Keith Guy. I think it's a good hire.
I'm watching that changeup, or I don't know if it's a breaking ball or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It looks, just on here, it looks like she stops the throw instead of a follow through on some of those.
Yeah.
Strike down the middle, ball.
Is that normal?
It won't be as technical as it really should be, but basically you're holding the ball deeper in your palm, and you're throwing the exact same pitch. And so you're not gripping it on your fingertips. There's a little more to it. Some girls will put one knuckle back and do like a knuckle change.
Inside corner.
There's also a flip change where they're literally throwing it with their wrist pointed the other direction. But it's up to the girl and what she wants to develop. But the idea is to make your motion just look exactly like the fastball.
Jason, how many different pitches in a pitcher's repertoire do they have at this level?
I mean, for one particular pitcher, they're typically going to have 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
But it depends on what they develop as their dominant pitch. There's a hard hit ball there.
Yep, off the pitcher's glove's going to bring in the runner from first all the way in.
Early on, if they start to develop a rise ball and can get underneath it, they'll continue with what's successful. But most girls, develop that top spin, which allows the ball to dip like a drop ball, and then go for a changeup from there.
Zeeland opening it up a little bit here. Another run scored.
Yep.
13-4. What did you say the Mercy Road score?
It's 10, but the Shores is the home team, so they'll get one more at bat.
They'll get their last bat in the bottom of the 7th. Got it. Runner's going to steal, can't make the play because you got a runner at third.
And they choose not to make the play there.
Yeah, chose not to. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Do you try to make the play throwing it back to the pitcher real hard and just trying to truck the runner at third, or they're just too well
We always
coached?
had 3 different
options.
Plays. You can, one is to just try to throw it out at second. Give up the run. It's fine if you're up, 5 or 6 runs.
Right.
Another one is a shortstop cut, so you can throw to either your shortstop. That's
well, there's a poke. That might be gone too. And it is.
3-run shot.
1, 2. It's another 3-run shot. Pretty much going to close the doors on the Sailors here in game number 1 with that poke.
That was a nice hit.
You're right, Joe. Yeah, it's yours.
I'm starting to get a little bit worried about my car out there in center field.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a good story for that.
Okay.
So my dad assisted me for the 20 years I was here. And as he got older, it harder for him to get from the parking lot. He's bad feet, bad knees, whatever. So he would park behind the storage shed down the right field line or left field line. Parked his minivan there, and then from there he could make it in. Well, Taylor Dew, our big home run hitter, just towered a shot one night and looked like a pop-up, but just kept carrying, came down right in the middle of his windshield.
Oh!
And so you heard it hit, and all the fans kind of just, oh my gosh. And my dad's laughing, and of course he brings the car in after the game, and they're taking pictures in front of it. He takes the ball and puts it back up in the hole so that we can get. And it just was a great time. And
oh my God, yes.
He had insurance, so it was fine.
Yeah, it was all good.
But man, what a shot!
Oh, that probably sounded like an explosion hitting it too.
That
man.
is, for it to come down so squarely
right there.
Yeah,
that's
there.
A huge
Correct.
shot.
1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here.
I'm sure the home runs get longer as we get older, but Taylor hit a couple up into those big trees that, would have probably landed in the dentist office parking lot over there. She had a couple.
How many career home runs did she have then?
52.
Wow.
And that's still a state record?
No. In fact,
No?
she held the state record for like a week.
No.
There was a girl behind her. I want to say the state record is now 58, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Career. Could be more.
Wow. Speaking about state records, so changing themes here just a minute in baseball. Hang on. Orchard Lake St. Mary's boys, as of last week, had won 77 games in a row.
Wow.
National champions 2 years in a row. Undefeated 2 years in a row.
There's is it a pitcher that out of Spring Lake that plays for Orchard Lake St. Mary's?
Oh, probably. If you're good and you want to...
There's players from all over the nation that play
good for Orchard Lake
Don't
St.
even get me
Mary's.
started, Nick. Don't even get me started.
I know.
We'll talk about recruiting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, I could be a consultant for the MHSA if they want me to. I could develop a program.
Well,
right
they
now.
know that as well, yeah. And
they're not doing anything about it.
No, they don't. And it's like the national rankings. You got all these prep schools and Catholic schools.
Mona Shores football won 2 more state titles. They're just public school.
Yeah.
So Warren De La Salle took them out 2 years, but I don't call that. When you recruit from 1.2 million people.
Now, my son in North Carolina, where he coaches football, they have nice. They have a private school championship and a public school championship. And
I don't.
Yeah, but that's down the road. So Sailors finally get the Chicks out of this inning, but not till after Zeeland scores 5 runs. So it's the bottom of the 7th. Sailors need to score 12 to tie. 13 wins it. We'll see what we do in 1 minute.
Lakeside Cafe is a family-run business that started in 2013. Located right off the shores of Lake Michigan, it features many delicious meals along with excellent service and a family-friendly atmosphere. Breakfast is served all day, open 7 days a week. Both dine-in and takeout available. Quality ingredients, endless options. Lakeside Cafe. Trophy House is your #1 source for fan gear, corporate and team sales, trophies, awards, and more. Visit them in their new showroom, right next door from their old showroom on Henry Street. If it can be logoed, they're your resource. Your brand is their business.
This is our house. We can find your house.
This inning alone. We'll see what they can do.
Good swing. Is this McCarthy? Is this who this is? Maddie Russell. Okay. Oh, okay. She's a freshman too, right? One of the Twins. Yeah. Her brother plays volleyball at Michigan State.
Oh.
Donovan.
Pitcher, I believe, is getting ready to throw a complete game. Is that pretty common?
Pretty common unless you get roughed up. Yeah, it's the good teams, I guess. I mean, it's very rare that you get 2 #1s that you'd have to flip a coin. Typically, you got a pitcher that's a little more dominant, and they will pitch 2 games in a day easy, sometimes 3. But 2 shouldn't be an issue.
Maddie goes down swinging for the first out, bottom of the 7th. If you're just joining us, thank you again. Sailor Nation Sports Network bringing you a doubleheader. This is the first of 2 games where the Sailors are taking on the Zeeland East Chicks. And unless there's a big miracle here, it looks like the Sailors will probably drop this first one. We'll take it, though, if there's a miracle that comes in, just for sure.
Chuck foul, batter. Graham, Brooklyn Graham, number 5. Gregson, Brooklyn Graham, number 4 in your program, number 1 in your hearts. Oh, she's doing some stuff. She's tall.
She's throwing hard.
Yeah, number 11, tall.
She's got some heat.
Yeah, she's got some smoke on her.
So, a couple of games in a day, would you suspect that she may throw the second game as well?
If it's a conference game and they're going for the conference title, you would think so. It depends on what they have for number 2. Some teams are blessed with 2 that are phenomenal. So
were you blessed with 2?
Never with 2. No, Megan Decker was our ace back in 2008. That's before they changed the distance of the mound.
Strike 3.
She
2
holds
strikeouts now.
Yeah.
Chew down.
You just see a lot less strikeouts just for that 3 feet. It allows them to just at least make contact. But
are you happy with the change? Do you like the change?
I think it was great for the sport. We faced Sarah Driesinga in the regionals the year before that when Decker was a senior. Driesinga was throwing 65 miles an hour from 40 feet. And I think it calculated out to 104 if you were in baseball.
Wow.
And so it really was unhittable.
You never had a chance.
You had to guess. You just had to guess.
Right, yeah.
And,
okay, close enough. Yep.
And she was phenomenal, too. She went on to Michigan and pitched there. But, yeah, I remember the year after. She was a senior when they changed it to 43, and it was at least manageable.
Who was the coach at Michigan that just retired? What was her name?
Carol Hutchins.
Yes.
Yeah, 20-some years, 29 years.
She had a remark, and boy, Michigan is struggling this year, baseball and softball.
Oh, yeah.
That softball stadium there at Michigan is something else. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Is it turfed? The baseball's
The
turf.
outfield's turfed.
Yeah.
The infield's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the outfield's turf. We went down there numerous times to watch games. She was very gracious. The one time we went down with a group of girls, and she saw us standing there, and she's like, "Hey, you guys want to, tour the facilities?" And I'm like, "Heck yeah!"
There's the strikeout. That would be the end of the first game. Well, we're going to take a quick break here in between. The Sailors dropped the first of 2 against the Zeeland East Chicks, 16-4. We're going to reset here after a few minutes. We'll be back with Game 2. Until then, take a break. We're going to do the same thing, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
Like football, financial victories require a sound game plan and a commitment to your success.
For your success, put the Braver team on your sidelines.
Go Shores! Blended Furniture Market thanks you, Mona Shore Sailors, for your support. Have a fantastic game. Try your best and make a difference. Come shop with us down the road at Blended Furniture Market. Visit us on Facebook and Instagram. Go Sailors!
From truck beds to bed beds, we've got your home and auto covered. Combine your home and auto with Lake Michigan Insurance Agency, and you could save $650. That's like 325 gallons of gas, or 21 sets of comfy sheets. So, trust our experts to find the perfect amount of coverage for you, making sure you're covered when you need it and how you need it. We shop a variety of insurance providers, industry leaders like Citizens and Frankenmuth Insurance, to make sure you get the highest quality coverage at the lowest possible rate. In Muskegon County, trust Ryan Rozicki to start a quote for you today. Visit Ryan at our Norton Avenue office in the Park Place Shopping Center near Goodwill and Pites and Courts Restaurant, or visit lmcu.org/insurance to get started.
Looking to buy or sell? Look no further than our broadcast booth sponsor, John Vandervelde at Nexus Realty. Give him a call at 231-759-3634 or go see him at 880 West Broadway Avenue in Muskegon. Nexus Realty, team-based real estate professionals. Trophy House is your #1 source for fan gear, corporate and team sales, trophies, awards, and more. Visit them in their new showroom, right next door from their old showroom on Henry Street. If it can be logoed, they're your resource. Your brand is their business.
This is our house. We can find your house.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Moving is always a battle. Well, it's Green Door Movers to the rescue. We're the Movengers. We can fight the moving battle for you in a green, environmentally friendly way. Our green vested heroes have a 5-star Google rating. Give us a call today.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Lakeside Cafe is a family-run business that started in 2013. Located right off the shores of Lake Michigan, it features many delicious meals along with excellent service and a family-friendly atmosphere. Breakfast is served all day, open 7 days a week. Both dine-in and takeout available. Quality ingredients, endless options. Lakeside Cafe.
truck beds to bed beds, we've got your home and auto covered. Combine your home and auto with Lake Michigan Insurance Agency, and you could save $650. That's like 325 gallons of gas, or 21 sets of comfy sheets. So, trust our experts to find the perfect amount of coverage for you, making sure you're covered when you need it and how you need it. We shop a variety of insurance providers, industry leaders like Citizens and Frankenmuth Insurance, to make sure you get the highest quality coverage at the lowest possible rate. In Muskegon County, trust Ryan Rozicki to start a quote for you today. Visit Ryan at our Norton Avenue office in the Park Place Shopping Center near Goodwill and Pites and Courts Restaurant, or visit lmcu.org/insurance to get started.
Looking to buy or sell? Look no further than our broadcast booth sponsor, John Vandervelde at Nexus Realty. Give him a call at 231-759-3634 or go see him at 880 West Broadway Avenue in Muskegon. Nexus Realty, team-based real estate professionals.
Hope everybody had a good break. We are back for game number 2 here in the doubleheader. The Sailors playing host to the Chicks of Zeeland East. Kim Kotis along the first baseline, the best in the business. He's there. Cohen Holman was out in center field, but as you can see, he's gone. Joe's SUV is there. We've got a camera mounted somewhere looking at us here down the middle of the field. Joe Kanukin running the board, my dear friend, and joining us, Joe. Joe, who do we got joining us?
The one, the only, world famous Jason Craigo. Jason, once again, thanks for joining us for this softball broadcast. It's always a pleasure to have you.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Jason, long-time head coach. You're 20 years as a head coach here at Mona Shores, and did a nice job. Teacher as well, though. He knows a lot of these kids.
Yep, I have. I had a couple kids here this year, a couple others year before. So I do see them in the classroom. I know them from the classroom. I stop back and look at the JV game between the break, and I've got quite a few girls right now in class playing. Yes.
Do you? Okay.
And so said hi to them, but no, I enjoy it. It's great to be back here at the Sailor Complex and watching softball.
Jason, question for you. Now, I was head coach like you for 25 years. I was a head coach, and now I'm just an assistant, and I'm blessed to be able to do that. Matt, putting up with you, these old guys don't move as fast, but I still enjoy the game like you do.
Oh, yeah.
Do you find yourself sometimes, like sitting up here, going through scenarios, I would do this, or I would, do you think some softball at all, or is that?
Once you've coached or officiated, you understand how you have to make that decision prior to the play happening.
Yep. Okay.
And you may see some things that, fundamental-wise that you would point out. I always, in the dugout, would be making my practice schedule for tomorrow. So if we see a girl take a wrong, route to a pop fly, or we have a mental, not error, but something that we didn't do correctly,
right.
I'm putting that on my practice
You're jotting down
plan for tomorrow, because it's always about getting better.
I got you. So Sailors up to bat first here, doubleheader. Brooklyn Graham is your batter.
We got a new pitcher in here for Zeeland East, too. I thought the first one was going to go out to the mound, but she's at shortstop now.
So, Jason, in softball then, you just don't have, quote, a pitcher, kind of like baseball, like pro baseball. Pitcher's a pitcher. In softball, you're multi-sport. I mean, multi.
Absolutely. And good advice I heard from Jennison's coach when I first started. How to develop a program, and he said, go to your 4th grade elementary classes and have them down for a clinic, and identify out of that group your best athlete, and tell them you'd make a heck of a pitcher.
Really?
Put it in their head, because it's an athletic position.
Yep.
And typically those players are going to do well in other. Now a lot of times they'll play first, or maybe if they're really valuable, they'll take them out. But a lot of times your pitchers are really good hitters as well.
Yeah,
and,
right. Good point.
You can't afford to have them out of the lineup if they're not pitching.
Yep. Kylie Gagan up to bats.
One thing to point out here for the viewers in a doubleheader, I don't know if this is always the way that it is, but the home and away teams flip-flop. Is that correct?
Correct.
I know. Yeah, I saw that.
And that's because they only face each other twice. So
okay.
These are the only 2 times I think that they play in conference.
Well, I was looking. That is correct.
The boys do a doubleheader Tuesday, single game Thursday. So that doubleheader, they're the home team twice, whoever they're playing with.
Gotcha.
And then they'll switch.
I was looking at both of
That's
this.
hit well. Get your wheels on.
There we go.
Yeah, you're going to stay at 2.
2, yep.
There we go. Nice rip.
So Kylie Gagan pops one over the center field fence all the way down to second base. It's going to up the bat, number 8, Maggie McCarthy.
Now batting for the Sailors, number 8, Maggie McCarthy.
Sailors coming in with a record of 6 wins and 7 losses. 3 seniors on the team. It's a young group of girls.
Had some unlucky weather this year. It just depends on what day it chooses to rain.
Couple games canceled, as you mentioned. Last played on the 6th at the GMAA, lost to Ravenna, 0-19.
Ravenna's a tough team this year in the area. I think they're the top team. Ravenna, yes. And Oak Ridge has been the kind of the tip of the spear the last 10 years or so, but Ravenna's really got a strong squad this year.
Afterwards, they're on 5/16s. They're at Reese Pumper for 2, and then they're at Granville for 2, at Muskegon for 2. So, when people ask, well, how come you're not doing more of this, more of that? It's tough to do away games right now with the new rulings and the new broadcast stuff, Joe, and you.
Yep.
And Joe, you're our guru to that. Fill people in on why can't we do more away games, with teams doing what we're trying to do.
There's a lot of different teams that are starting to form relationships with the NFHS, and they own the rights to those games anytime that we are away. If they do have a relationship with the NFHS. So a lot of times we don't get an opportunity to broadcast because they want, of course, people to subscribe to that NFHS broadcast, and some money is earned with that. So just kind of it limits us during the regular season. However, in a lot of cases, because of the playoffs and the quality of our broadcast, the NFHS actually likes us to broadcast playoff games.
There's a run.
There's a run coming in.
Nice hit by McCarthy there.
McCarthy's going to go to first.
Hey, jump on the board. Here we go.
He's going to bring in Gagan.
I haven't seen. Is Hannah Gagan in the lineup here?
Yes, she is.
Oh, okay. Hannah's
she's a 6th batter.
6th batter, okay.
So the Sailors up 1-0. Good start here for the second game.
Joe, what do we got next Monday? We got something next Monday and Tuesday, don't we?
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, we're doing lacrosse.
Lacrosse, boys and girls.
Lacrosse. And then Thursday, we have soccer, which should be the second game of the conference championship.
There's another hit right there.
Yes.
There we go.
So we got 3 events next week.
We do.
Oh, I got to get some stuff done around my house, Joe. God, you're killing me, Joe. Just killing me.
You picked this schedule.
Well, this is true. I did. I was forced. Because you're so busy. No, that was fun to do. I enjoy doing that. Working around. Now I see what you go through to do it. It's manipulating everybody's schedule. That Kim's schedule, your schedule, my schedule.
Absolutely.
And here we got on the Russell.
She's a tall girl, number 11 right here. Maddie Russell.
Maddie Russell.
Did you have her in class?
No, not yet. She's a freshman. Oh,
Okay.
that's sky high. That's just a no, man. I don't.
Is Manny Russell basketball player too?
One of them. I think they both might be.
Oh yeah. If they're not, I'm recruiting them to go play.
No, there is one on varsity this year for Mona Shores. Yes.
Yep. Longtime basketball coach Brad Kurth stepping aside from basketball, looks like, with his marriage.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to enjoy life a little bit, something like you a little bit, just teach still and do other things in life. And I'm getting to that point as well in life. I'm enjoying it a little bit more. Don't need the, I love coaching, still love it. I enjoy just being an assistant right now. I think technology with texting and tweeting and emails and that, I just want to coach. There's a lot more. There's a strike. Big swing right there for a strikeout. So that's 2 down on the Sailors here.
Let's see if Hannah can pick them up here. Hannah's battled some injuries. I know she could really swing it as a freshman. We got that season canceled, but then we got to play a little bit in the summer, and, man, she can swing the bat.
No, Hannah's a senior, correct?
Hannah's a senior.
Yep.
And popped it up. Oh.
Yep.
No,
dropped it.
That's
Turns
why you
into
run.
Singo's going to bring in a run.
No. It can't be. There was 2 outs, and so there's no infield fly. I wonder if she turned her ankle there at third. It looks like she tried to step on the base.
Okay, great point right here. Define infield fly.
Infield
rule.
fly, runner on first and second or bases loaded with less than 2 outs. And the umpire determines that the ball is hit in the air in the infield. The umpire makes the call, infield fly rule. The batter's automatically out, but the ball's live. So the infielder obviously wants to catch the ball, but the reason they have that rule is to keep the infielders from intentionally dropping it and then getting a double play. So what a lot of times teams forget is that it's a live ball. And, base runners can advance at that point.
Right. So what is he calling here then, do you think?
No. This wasn't an infield fly. It's 2 outs. And so those runners, actually your runner on first right there should be on third. I mean, the runner that's on second, she hustled down there, but on the crack of the bat, you're trying to get 2 bases there. I don't know where she was at, but
with 2 outs for sure.
With 2 outs, yeah, and some, it depends on the speed of the runner, but
so a run does score. Yeah, it's because it's 2-0.
It's always a difference between running the bases and being a base runner. Those are 2 different things.
Sure.
Define.
Well, base runners use their eyes necessarily, like right there.
Right.
Okay. She doesn't look like the quickest girl out there, but it's that instinct.
Right. Correct.
Where you see the ball in the dirt, you're gone, and she's got to put herself in that position to take the next base. And
otherwise, she's going to be out. And
there's 2 outs, and so you can get a little bigger lead.
Correct.
Now, any crack of the bat.
Pop it.
There we go.
That's it right there. So
it took a long time to teach my outfielders what it meant with 2 outs and on a base hit, because that runner from second, if they're skilled, they're going to score.
Crack of the bat.
Crack of the bat, you don't need to throw home usually. I mean, you hit your cut, but there's just those instinctual plays that take time.
Why don't we take a minute? I got to, having people like Jason brings up questions. Yeah, we can answer. We want to take a break, boss?
We'll take a break and we'll come right back. Want to welcome everybody back here, Sailor Nation Sports Network, at the second of two games where the Sailors are taking on the Zeeland East Chicks, varsity softball. And girls basketball head coach Mike Phillips just let us know that the Russell twins were both on the basketball team as well, so dual sport players, and Coach, very good at it.
Yeah. So. Coach Phillips, thank you very much. We always love fan input, and you're one of our biggest, and we love covering girls basketball with you, so we wish you the best and hope all is going well, Coach.
We've got, is it McKelly?
McKelly, yep.
McKelly, okay.
She started the last game as well, so back on the mound again.
Coach, thank you. We love you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in with us. Hope all is well with you and your family.
Off to a little bit of a rough start.
It's never the way you want to start, but you got to get some plays made here.
How frequently can you get double plays?
Not very often.
It's very difficult to get those double plays in softball, I've noticed.
Right. And it's something when you watch a lot of baseball, when you go to the softball field, the bases are, 30% shorter, right? But the girls are not 30% slower.
Right.
And so the game is so much faster because, a routine play to short, if you've got a left-hander with speed, it is bang, bang. You are rushing, and lefties know how to play that game, bunt, slap. It's just a different type of game because it is so much faster. That's a great bunt right there.
That's a great bunt.
I'm going to move up all the way to third.
Oh, that's some nice defense there by the Sailors.
Great play.
Tell you, we had a nice play and a bunt there by the pitcher. First baseman was spot on and throwing that ball to third. That's a good heads-up play there. The only thing we don't have is a pitcher backing up third. Because if that ball gets by Hannah Gagan, it's a run. So
it would have been difficult for her to back that up from
but you got a runner at second, and it's something a young pitcher can learn. And we had to drill this with pitchers all the time. When there's a runner on second or second and third, or even first, you're backing up third to home. Mm-hmm. And my dad used to say, that mound will be there. No one's going to steal it. Get out of the circle. Do something, because in the middle of the circle, you're blocking the throwing lanes from the outfield.
Correct.
And so the problem is when you give up a lot of hits, you get awful tired.
I was just mentioning it because she was the one that actually made the throw.
Line shot right past the pitcher. It's going to bring in one run.
Correct. Yes, and her job is to cover that bunt in that situation.
Yep. So it would have been hard for her to get back around to third. So that actually should have been left fielder coming in, correct?
You are right. Very good. That's right, Joe. Left fielder is out of that place, and I don't know if maybe she was there. Maybe that's true.
Yeah, and I didn't even look.
She might have been there. Yes, that's correct. That left field is making that play.
And that's similar, there's a difference between running bases and base runners. There are also differences in playing in the field and fielders.
Fielders, right.
Fielders really truly have a pulse of the game where there should be, that kind of thing.
And early on I'd have girls say to us, well, where am I supposed to go with the ball? I said, if you have to ask me, I can't, it's too late. Runner on first, she's got good speed. A slow hit ball to short, you don't go to second. You go to first. And you have to have an internal timer and an infielder that knows that.
Also good peripheral vision, too, especially watching. Because again, right here, you have a runner on first base. A quick hit, if it's a line drive, you could catch that runner in motion. If you remember that they're in motion and see them coming off, you can get that pick play.
Right.
Jason, how long did you run your practices?
Never more than an hour and a half.
Really? You can get it in that quick?
No, yeah. You need to have them moving. There's got to be a plan. That's always really a difficult thing.
So you always made a practice plan?
Practice plan, always. We had a routine that we would go through. do different games at the end of practice. But these kids, you know,
shot down past
gotta
the
have
third
that.
base. Yep, glove was just a little too high. We've got runners at first and second, 1 out.
Looking to throw it before she had it.
Yeah. But look, you know, tonight they're going to get home at 9 or 9:30, and who knows, they have a test tomorrow or whatever. And I was always aware of that. Game nights, you can't do anything about it, but practices, you know, get in, get your work done. There's no reason to stay there 2 hours, 2.5 hours. There's that thing called diminishing marginal returns, right?
Yeah. Well, you're a sponge too. You can only soak up so much information as well. Right.
And they need time to rest.
Yep. Jason, would you? There's shut. Oh, another error. Going to bring in run. Costly errors. Chicks going up 3-1.
Nope, 2-all.
It's 2-2, yeah.
Oh,
it's tough to do the score.
We got it backwards at the.
I think it's 2-2. Are you guys doing the score? Oh, got it. Okay. It's 2-2. That's all right. Yeah. Leaning out here. That's 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Sure.
Out, 1 out. Ball 1, no strikes.
Yeah.
Little poke right there.
And
it's going to bring the runner from second in.
And that's the compounding thing too, because you know good teams are going to get their hits, but when they give you outs, you got to make them, and it hurts.
Boy, you think about those 2 errors at third.
Well, yeah, you're
it's
right.
cost at least 2 of these runs.
Yep, exactly.
In the end, and we're still going with 1 out.
Right.
Ball outside. I see the umpires have switched. Home plate goes out to the
They always
field.
switch. Yep.
Okay.
That might be something I look into here in the next couple of years if I'd like to get into getting back into the game.
Some umpiring, possibly?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. They need them, for sure.
Huh?
Blue. Over first for now.
Yeah. Let's get out of this now.
So 2 runners in scoring positions with 2 outs.
Showing the bunt, pulls it back.
Can't imagine that she's actually going to bunt on this. It would be
2 outs. It depends. It'd be a sneak bunt for sure. You wouldn't square, but
inside. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs.
I could see a quick decision to come down and square one off just to catch them off guard.
That's a nice little tip. Get the out. There we go.
Got the out. That's the end of the inning. But it's an inning where the Chicks score 3 runs. At the end of 1, it's the Chicks 3, Sailors 2. We're going to be back in a minute. Make sure you come back and join us, please.
From truck beds to bed beds, we've got your home and auto covered. Combine your home and auto with Lake Michigan Insurance Agency, and you could save $650. That's like 325 gallons of gas, or 21 sets of comfy sheets. So, trust our experts to find the perfect amount of coverage for you, making sure you're covered when you need it and how you need it. We shop a variety of insurance providers, industry leaders like Citizens and Frankenmuth Insurance, to make sure you get the highest quality coverage at the lowest possible rate. In Muskegon County, trust Ryan Rozicki to start a quote for you today. Visit Ryan at our Norton Avenue office in the Park Place Shopping Center near Goodwill and Pites and Courts Restaurant, or visit lmcu.org/insurance to get started.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast. It's going to be the last one for this week. We will have 3 next week, though. Joe is going to be covering the Ride with Pride.
The Sailors celebration, Pride celebration.
Yeah, Pride celebration
on Friday.
On Friday, talking to AJ, custodian there, is going to take care of Joe, get him all set up and ready to roll.
Well, she's back in. The number 1's back on the mound. So I would have to think Zeeland's pretty high in the conference here, Zeeland East. I know Shores beat Zeeland West twice.
7-1 in the conference is what they are.
Okay. So
8-1 with the win in the last one. So.
Okay. So they've got to be in the lead, and that's part of what you're thinking is, you want to keep that lead. I wonder who they lost to. Puffer, maybe?
I got, hang on a minute.
Wyoming?
I thought Coach said that they beat Puffer, too.
They lost 2 to Zeeland West.
Wait.
East lost 2 to Zeeland West.
They're not 7. I thought they were 7-1.
No.
So I thought they split. Okay. Did Shores beat West? Okay.
Because one side I saw is they lost 2 games. No, that's fine.
Ooh, that's wet.
That didn't sound good.
Yeah.
Second game here at the softball complex. Sailors beginning the top of the second, trailing by 1. Sailors dropped the first game 16-4. Beautiful day for softball here.
Winds just nod to the southwest. Beautiful foul ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
It's Mia Gagan, freshman. She's got a nice swing, strong. She's a good volleyball player too. And
is she?
Yeah.
Were all the Gagans multi-sport players?
I believe so, yeah. I think the other ones played basketball. I don't know if they played varsity basketball. I know they played when they were younger.
Sure.
I want to say Mia plays volleyball as well. So she might be a 3-sporter. I'm not sure.
Strike 3. Felt the breeze up here. 1 out. Sailors down 3-2. Top of the second inning.
Number 1,
Amelia Pena, your batter. Our baseball loves left-handed pitchers. Is there a significant difference? Is there a difference in softball if you're a left-handed pitcher?
Not really, other than it's a release point on the other side of the hip.
Right.
But you're not, and you can throw a curveball that comes in.
Correct.
But there have been effective pitchers both right and left. I don't know it. As far as the whole,
it's not as dramatic as it is in baseball.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's not as tough is I don't think it's as much of an advantage for a right-handed hitter to face a left-handed pitcher in softball as it is in baseball. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think
there's no change in the length of time that you can see the ball or
correct
anything like that because of the direction it's coming from.
And the idea in baseball is, I believe, I don't know, and Walt would be better to answer this, but the ball comes out of the pitcher's hand, it's coming at your head if it's a curveball.
Yeah.
And so I think right on right is actually harder for baseball to hit.
It is, yep.
Yeah. And same thing with left on left.
Yep. Hey, Joe, you know how you were talking about you like to be a little higher and look down? Our seats can go a lot higher.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, you got a little lever there. They go up there, buddy.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
look at that.
Look at Jason. I mean, boy, we're up
There
here
we
now.
go.
Did you buy some of these for us yet?
Well, I'm working on that, Joe. Okay, I just got on their website today. It's good. Joe, I have a job. Remember, I work. Please, when did that stop me? Right.
How many students did you have this week?
I had, Joe, the last 2 days, 6. 6, Joe. 6.
In-school suspension room?
No, online, kind of like what Matt does.
Okay, yep.
But I only have them for 3 hours a day, and then they leave.
Okay.
7:45 to 10:45.
Okay.
And then I'm on all over, working busy, a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
Joe thinks that.
Yeah.
Just working on another graduate right now. One of my prime joys going to be graduating. Got to give a young lady's got to take her SAT. No, is it? No, it's another one. Something else I got to give tomorrow. Oh, inside.
So 2 outs here. Top of the second for the Sailors, down 3-2.
Yeah. On the corner of Henry and Seminole. Is this playable? Yes, it is. The catcher makes a nice play on that fly foul ball. So the Sailors score 0 here in the top of the second. The Chicks coming back. We're going to be right back. Hope you.
Trophy House is your #1 source for fan gear, corporate and team sales, trophies, awards, and more. Visit them in their new showroom, right next door from their old showroom on Henry Street. If it can be logoed, they're your resource. Your brand is their business.
This is our house. We can find your house.
It's game 2 with double hitter of a doubleheader here at the complex, the softball complex on the beautiful campus of Mona Shores High School. With us, as always, color analyst Jason Krager, former softball coach Kim Kotis along that first base line. We got a remote camera out in center field. Joe's on the board, and I get to talk a little bit. Joe's feeding in a little bit, and we're glad that you are with us. Joe says we've got about 12 people watching. And that's a good thing. We are glad that you are with us. This is going to be the last broadcast of the week. But we've got 3 coming up next week. And, Joe, you got something special on Friday.
The Sailor Pride Celebration, the Ride with Pride Assembly.
Got a nice little vehicle this year.
Yeah, they've had some really good vehicles.
Yeah, they got that nice little Jeep this year.
Thanks to Ramos.
Is that who does it?
Body, yeah.
And I wonder if Ramos could get me a golf cart.
You know what? The neighborhood doesn't need you more mobile. They probably don't even like you walking around the neighborhood, let alone.
Wow, that was.
I mean, I'm just saying, you're probably one of those nosy neighbors that just
No, I'm not. Jason
knows everybody's business and.
Listen,
oh my
God. Everyone needs eyes in their neighborhood.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
And Nick is the eyes.
That's right. Come through my neighborhood and see
I
what
take my
happens.
bike around Pierre Marquette. I always stop down his street because he's always out in his yard working.
Thank you very much. Right there, Joseph.
Yep. Just
that I do
things.
know. I know he's always out there. So every time I drive by, though, everything's all shut up and you're not there or you're sleeping.
No. See what I put up with, honey? You see what I put up with right here? See the ladies? Oh, they feel sorry for me, Joseph. Little change up right there.
Zeeland East on the bases now with a nice single.
1 on, no out. 1 ball, no strikes here. Oh, we got a steal going. Throw down there. Boom, she beats it. No. Willie Burrell, longtime official. Boy, he and his brothers did a boatload of my football games at Muskegon back in the day. And he's been around for a while.
He had a couple of those playoff run games for Muskegon, too.
Yeah.
I know he watched them in the districts and in the regional.
So, leaving the base, once the ball leaves the pitcher's hand,
yep,
they can leave the base.
Yep,
okay.
And you're timing that up with her stride, so we would teach girls. In fact, we'd do that drill in practice where our pitcher would just get, bullpen work in on the mound. And
there's a hot shot down the middle right there. It's going to bring in the runner from second base. Throw's not going to come in. It's going to go to the cutoff at second. It's going to bring in one, though. 4-2 lead here for the Chicks.
That's one of those things you mentioned about being a base runner is learning how to time yourself up with that pitcher. The first time you leave early, the ump usually will not catch it. Then the opposing coach will yell at the ump, and the next time, then you have to be careful. But not that you leave. You don't try to leave early, but you certainly don't want to be late. Yeah, you want to be anticipate, and they're never going to catch it if you're a tad early. The first time they will.
Inside pitch. So the official out on the grass right there, so he just rotates from shortstop to second to second.
Stays ahead of that runner.
Okay.
He'll stay right there if the runner goes to third. He doesn't move.
Okay.
Runner's on first. He'll be over stationed behind a second baseman.
So if there's a run, okay. Now if there's a runner on first and second, he's going to go over more toward. He'll leave the runner at second by himself and go over in between first and second then?
If they're at first and second, they'll be in between shortstop.
Right, okay.
Right. So if there's ever a runner on second, he's ahead of that runner.
Correct.
But now you put a runner on first here. Okay.
Now, where's he going to relocate?
Well, I will tell you, here's a weird situation. He's going to stay there. Let's say the ball is hit to shortstop and they make a play at second. That's his call. But if that runner from second is going to third, that's now going to be the home plate's umpire is going to rotate to take that play at third.
I got you.
So,
and then on the hit, will the home plate head toward third base a little bit? Okay, there's a steal right there.
Yeah.
Safe on there. Okay.
That's going to be his call there in the outfield.
On the outfield.
Yeah, the field is going to make that call.
Okay.
But on a batted ball, you're going to have to make a choice. You got to take the one closest to you.
Okay. So Willie's going to stay there, not with runners at. Okay. Foul ball. What if the bases are loaded? What happens if the bases get loaded now? Then what happens? Does it switch?
What?
Does he rotate?
I'm learning right now because I want to be an umpire, so I'm going to watch.
Yeah,
I never did watch the umpires.
Willie might move over towards second, and the home plate umpire will cover third and home then maybe? Oh, yeah, right, okay.
But there's got to be a set way to do it.
Okay.
Always.
Okay, but now...
There we go. That's what I needed to hear right there.
Gotcha.
The base umpire must always make the play at first. That makes sense because the home plate umpire is looking down the line. There's no way for them to tell.
Oh,
nice pitch there. Got to throw it.
Got to throw it
now
down
come
there.
Here we go.
Looked like was going to come home, but stays there.
Tell you who I'm impressed with is the first baseman, Russell. She's quick on her feet.
Smart.
She stretches for those balls on ground balls, makes a good stretch play. She's pretty heady.
What grade is she in?
Freshman.
She's a freshman, wow. Ball one. So we got one out, one ball, no strikes. 42 to Chicks.
It's just been a struggle for this young lady to find a strike zone, and then when she does, the batters seem to find it pretty quick. But you just got to try to hit your spots.
McKelly's struggling just a little bit.
Yeah, she's young, and
she's a freshman too.
I think she's a freshman, and what they need to commit to, especially the elite pitchers, when they get it's physical training. There's a lot of cardio work you do, a lot of strength training you need to do.
Walks the bases loaded.
Yeah.
All right, so now the bases are loaded. So now we can see what we talked about. Jason, you can learn this right now.
Infield fly rule. Looks like Burrell stays right there. So, yeah.
It's nice to have
this
people
way
up here that know what they're talking about.
We are getting an update from Teresa Dunson, who's involved with
I see.
West Michigan Association of Softball.
No, I
Did you
got
bring in a ringer like this for us to hear?
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
Look at her.
The West Michigan ASA has been huge. That's another one that Dan Vandermite is involved with as well.
Yeah,
so Dan, I believe, was the president for quite a while. Now Teresa is the president. So someone that definitely knows what she's talking about.
We like to bring the best in the business up here. Things we don't know, make it sound good. All right, pitch. There's a strike.
Just change up.
It's probably similar to basketball too. It's one is making the right call, the other one is to being in the right position to make the call. Positioning is a huge part of it.
Yep. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Kelly trying to get her to chase that one.
Yeah, the bases are juiced. First, second, and third, all loaded. Outside. Would be horrible to walk in the run, though. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Sailors in a tough situation right here. Trying to get a quick out right here. 3 balls, 1 strike. So what do you tell the batter, Jason? Take the pitch?
31.
Yeah.
You envision your pitch down the middle.
Okay.
And don't let up.
Okay. Inside, walk. Going to bring in a run. Bases still going to be juiced. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now? Are you allowed to walk out and talk to him, settle him down a little bit, and then come back by baseball?
Third time. Here's the second time. Now, the third time you go out there, the pitcher has to leave.
Okay.
So you have one more time, and they might change it up here.
Okay. So what are we going over right now? So what's the coach talking about?
Could be just seeing how she's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's coming out there to make a change, and so he's trying to get his lineup correct of what he can do and who can go where. And so the pitcher comes out. We're going to put
so now
somebody on the mound.
Have to talk to the umpire right now as well with the changes that he makes?
Yep. So the umpire has the lineup, and he's letting him know exactly who looks like, was that girl at third base? No.
Yeah. Yep.
No,
she
who
came over.
The pitcher, because Hannah was at third, so this girl, I don't know. Is that?
Oh, she came in from the dugout?
Yes, she did.
Is this Huffman? Oh, okay, it's Maddie Huffman. So Maddie Huffman's going to come in from the dugout to pitch, replacing the pitcher. That's always the part of coaching. There's a little strategy of how you set your lineup up, and the flex rule in softball is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
They call that the DP, the designated player.
Mm-hmm.
Tough outing for McKelly today.
Yeah.
Both games struggled a little bit. And when she did, like you said, Zeeland just had that zoned in and was able to put the ball big time in play. Not just a little blooper here or there. It was finding green or over the fence a lot of times.
I think they use the term competitive pitches, so you got to throw a pitch that's at least competitive to the batter, and when you don't, it's really easy to identify the real competitive pitch.
Mm-hmm.
When it's 1 every 4, the batter just can tee off on it.
All right. Back underway, new pitcher, Hoffman. One out still here.
Randy Hoffman on the mound. Here we go. High.
Bottom of 2. Chicks up 5-2.
Could be a little bloop. Could be tough. Foul ball.
You. There we go.
Got a break here.
It could have been 2 runs easy right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Looks like the JV game is done. I see East Kenwood heading toward their bus.
Do they typically do doubleheaders as well?
They do. The JV can agree to 5-inning games, just depending on the skill level. And it's tough to have JV teams around. There's a lot of teams in the conference that don't have one.
Really?
Well, obviously, Zeeland East does not, or else they'd be playing us right now.
Well, you know what? We're coming. Same in football. Same in football. A lot of teams don't have JV teams. They got freshmen. They don't have JV teams now.
Yep.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Ooh. Full count here. 1 out still. Bottom of the second. Really trying to get out of a jam here.
Oh,
that's gonna
Nelly.
be trouble. And that's it.
We're going to clear the bases on a grand salami. Grand slam. Wow. That hurt.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Wow, that was a poke. Hey, I called somebody. Freddie Townsend.
Yeah, I spoke with him a month ago.
Did he graduate with you?
He did.
That's what I thought. Well, he's AD of Caledonia.
Yep, and that's where I saw him. We went over to watch Muskegon in the quarterfinals, and they were playing at Caledonia against East Lansing. And Freddie was right there when I walked in. Man, what a great guy! He's
he and I talk once a month. His kid's a high-end kid. He's got full ride offers from Western and Central already.
Oh, awesome!
And he was telling me they passed the bond resolution. They're turfing the field and building a new indoor practice facility for football.
Awesome.
They got some serious pockets going on.
Oh, yeah.
Freddie's got a good thing going over there. But he sounded good, and then so the following day, I called Ruben up, and I talked to Ruben a little bit, so we're getting a bunch of guys from my first team at Nelson.
Okay.
Back in '84, we're going to try to get together. And
oh, there you go.
Yeah, it'll be fun. See. Little poke right there. Center fielder settles underneath it for the out.
2 down.
So we got 2 down, but the grand slam really stung hard. It's going to put the Chicks up 9-2, up by 7. Sailors just got to settle down, regroup, get going. It's a young group of young ladies here. Only 3 seniors. It's tough. Tough to experience a veteran team. Fly ball, center fielder looks
Let
like
them
she's
get themselves
and
out.
she
Here
makes
we
it,
go.
got out of it.
Forcing contact is really what you need to do. Pitch them.
Yeah. And make the plays.
Well, after a very long bottom of the second, the Sailors down 9-2. Coming up here in the top of the third, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. This is Sailor Nation Sports Network.
Lakeside Cafe is a family-run business that started in 2013. Located right off the shores of Lake Michigan, it features many delicious meals along with excellent service and a family-friendly atmosphere. Breakfast is served all day, open 7 days a week. Both dine-in and takeout available. Quality ingredients, endless options. Lakeside Cafe.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Sailors Softball Complex, where the Sailors are taking on in Game 2 the Zeeland East Chicks. And struggling a little bit here, top of the third. Sailors are down 9-2.
Got to say, that was a foul inning right there for the Sailors. I have to, you just got to go with it.
You and your foul stuff.
Yeah, I know
Chicks and
foul,
ducks.
but yeah,
Chicks
I
and
know
ducks.
it. So 92. Joe, the Dan Patrick of Sailor Nation Sports, the smooth sound of Joe. See, mine's not smooth at all. Raspy, rusty, kind of like an old. I'm kind of like an old galvanized pipe. Boy, I'd be grateful if anything comes out of the thing for it.
You got the Harry Carey.
Yeah, I got the
sound.
Harry Carey. God, you know what? We're going to do this one time too at a baseball. We may do it. That's what we got to do. Talk to Walt. Take me in his 7th inning. He said, "Talk to Walt. See if we could do that." That'd
Good
be
luck
really
on getting Walt to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." I'd like to see that.
Walt and I can do it together. It'd be kind of fun. We'll see. See if we can get Walt in a good mood here a little bit. It's your DJ voice.
My DJ voice,
Yeah,
huh?
that's what it is. It's smooth.
Well, I did do that for a while, so.
You see, that does not surprise me.
I owned my own DJ business for like 25 years.
Did you really? God, you're kind of like the Dick Clark of Sailor Nation Sports now.
I have not done New Year's Rockin' Eve yet.
Well,
Yet.
Sailor Nation
I
Sports might
stress
have to do that. We may have to have our new Sailor Nation Sports New Year's Eve party hosted by. See, that would be fun.
If you want to do one, let's do it.
Find an establishment to have it at. That
Sure.
would be fun.
Get some people to come in and sing, dance.
Amen.
do some stuff.
See? What do you think, girls? What do you think? Huh? You loving this one?
You guys are looking over at me. Nobody needs it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 0's out here. Pitch outside.
Oh, no.
No, he
Got
called it on the outside corner. So 1 out.
Number 8, Maggie McCarthy.
Maggie McCarthy, number 8. Up to bat. Sailors down by 7 here. Top of the 3rd. Jason, do you know the other official behind the plate at all?
No, I do not.
Okay. Did you ever get tossed out of a game for arguing with umpire?
Nope.
No, I never did either. I never got a personal foul as a head coach either. I argued enough, at times.
That's one of the things that I used to talk a lot to my dad about through the years and he would give me this advice. You have a couple of things, maybe one time a game where you can really get into an umpire because you got to save that for when you really need it. And it's not like you embarrass anybody, but you really want to get an answer to a question. And I disagree with a lot of calls. I've been very upset.
Oh,
but it's never personal against the person. No. It's about the call, and
And you got to be careful where you're at. Like years when I was bringing my Little Reds up to Traverse City, boy, you had to be really careful up in certain venues that you did. I got into it just a couple years ago at Muskegon at Hackley when I wanted the officials to stretch the change because it wasn't stretching. I argued, and I almost got to a point where I almost got tossed. I said, look, and I almost got to a point and said, look, just give me the measure. If I'm wrong, I'll take you out to dinner. If I'm right, I get the first down. It was that. But it meant the game because we ended up. Muskegon came back to tie us 18-18 or 24-24, I think, and it was just frustrating because we gave up an 18-point lead that we had at halftime. Little blooper.
That's a
nice.
That's
play.
the play you need to make right there.
Right there. Yeah.
You get a tough hop like that, you got to rely on your fielders to make
long
that play.
throw too from.
Yep.
From third right there. Well, Zeeland team's a well-coached, well-organized little machine right here today.
Yep.
2 down. Top of the 3rd here for the Sailors.
Jason, who are the perennial powers in softball in the different divisions? I would
statewide.
Yeah. That you remember. Is Hudsonville still good?
Hudsonville is the top in West Michigan Division 1.
Okay.
But Escanaba had a couple good years where another great play.
Another good play. 1, 2, 3.
Escanaba had some great teams and out of the UP.
Okay.
Livonia Ladywood, I want to say 7 or 8 state titles.
Yeah, but that's an all-girls school though, right there too. So you're going to get the best of the best. Yeah. Did you know Escanaba's down to 8-man football?
Really?
Yeah. Or Crystal Falls Forest Park. Remember 8-man?
They were Division 1, man. That was our first playoff game against Escanaba. I remember that.
Yeah. They're just shrinking. Marquette's right up there. They've got nice facilities, but.
Well, gentlemen, my dad's calling, and so is my wife. But I appreciate the offer of coming out tonight.
Jason, it's been absolutely awesome.
You're leaving us, Jason?
I do have to go. I've been summoned. Let's just say that way.
Well, it's dinner calling.
No, I had Chick-fil-A. I mean, that's okay.
So when Joe and I are done here, we're not coming to the crib for dinner.
No, that's already been done. I mean,
That's
she
a
made
done
dinner
deal.
for my
Okay.
son, but no.
It's been an absolute pleasure
It's been a
having you on
pleasure,
here.
my
Thanks a
friend.
lot, Joe.
Yep.
You bet. Thanks,
Take
Nick.
My
care.
friend, as always, you want me to give Tommy a call in the house?
Hey,
You got
whatever you could do, man.
Yeah. Because, hey, the house across from you still might be new because he's looking to build across my offense. He's looking at some land. I'll keep you posted. Don't worry, okay? You got dibs. Oh.
Teresa Dunson here, getting them all set up for being a umpire for softball. So, thanks again, Jason.
Teresa,
Appreciate it.
Do you do a lot of posting on Facebook? Oh, you're the Teresa that you do a nice job. Yeah, I got Teresa. Like, who is she? How does she know all this stuff? For God's sake. Yeah. Okay. No, you do a very nice job. Thank you for what you do. Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah.
Chicks.
Okay, this broadcast is going to go south real quick. Jason's going out, isn't it?
Oh, no, we're good.
We're good, brother.
Zeeland East opens up with a base hit here in the bottom of the third. Already leading 9-2.
You know, something we haven't seen. We haven't seen anybody really attempt to steal a base.
A couple of them. There's been
a couple, but not a ton. Actually, be interested with Jason. Another ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs. Here's Chicks up 9-2. Bottom of the third. If you're looking at the scoreboard, I did not know this. I learned they flip-flop. So now Zeeland is the home team. Sailors are the visitors. Joe, you bless us with a beautiful day, brother. I'll tell you, it's just wonderful.
Oh, you get it right.
Might take in the sunset tonight at the beach.
Could be a good one.
Yeah, it should be. The little poke. It is. Oh, it's off the fence. Is it going to bring in 1, though? We're going to say no, she's going to keep her. The coach is going to keep her at third on a long double off the right field fence there. Boy, a couple feet higher, that would have been gone.
So a nice double.
Oh, great double, yeah.
The Chicks are definitely giving the Sailors a lot of fits today. They have in the first game, and certainly that's not. And there's going to be a
wild
score.
pitch is going to bring in 1. Winds a runner from second to third. Well, I think 2 things are happening. Well, at least 1 for sure. I think the inexperience, having only 3 seniors, and I've heard 1 young lady is not playing as well, so it might be that 10th is not playing a starter as well, I was told. So, yeah, it's tough. You got an inexperienced team. There's a bobble. It's going to be another error. It's going to be the 3rd error here for the Sailors, and it's a struggle, and it's not getting prettier. Down by 9 now, 11-2. Got to think some mercy rule is going to kick in pretty soon if we're not careful.
It's 15 after 5, is it? I believe it is.
I don't know.
Yep.
Come on, Teresa, you're our expert now. Jason's gone.
15 after 5, 10 after 6, something like that.
10 after 5.
Throw down to second.
Second, safe on the steal. Nice backup by the second baseman. Shortstop taking the play. Second baseman on the backup. There's a little poke. It's probably going to bring in 1. It's going all the way down to the fence. She's going to try to turn 2 on it. It's going to be a tough play. She's going to safe at 2. Brings in the run from second base. Go up by 10 here. Nice poke. Boy, they're hitting the ball now. Oh, okay. God, Teresa Dunson's our new expert analyst here. Well, that'll work.
There's a pop.
Pop fly.
Should be
Looks
playable.
Like should be play. No, it's going to drop in. Second base. The runner at second was caught in a tough dilemma. Catch, miss, but it was too late at that point. The ball was not deep
that
enough.
was the right thing. It was an outfield pop fly. It's definitely playable. You don't want to give yourself too much space off of there.
No, good
they
call,
do
Joe.
So
yep. Nice job, Kevin. Way to cover that, buddy.
Still no outs here in
No,
the
I know
top of the, the bottom of the third.
Low for a ball. Wonder how many. Jason's not here. I would think you go maybe 3-4 deep in your pitches, but your ace is gone. Foul ball off to the right. Little souvenir. Somebody's going to go over and get that. We got a spectator over that first base line. 1 ball, 1 strike. No out though for the Sailors. There's one down the plate.
A little high.
Not a little high. Joe, we got to get some chairs like these. These things are just one. God, we could see the whole football field. We've got to get us some chairs like that. Somebody's got to pony up some money, brother. Ball outside again.
Oh, that was a strike.
Was that a strike?
Yep.
Oh, 2 balls, 2 strikes. You're right. Way to correct me, buddy.
That was finally a strike. Painted the corner on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looking for the first out.
Boom! Another foul ball. Joe, it's pushing 7:30, brother.
It is indeed 7:30. But still beautiful out. I'll tell you, I'll take this weather all day long.
Look at those spring. It's wonderful. Joe, just for the record, I'm getting 3 yards of beach fill sand.
I know. You were late because of it.
Joe, I believe I indicated you said 3:30. I was here on time, under budget.
Strikeout. That was a nice strikeout.
Nice work. She had to work hard for it, too.
Indeed. Indeed.
First out here. Bottom of the third.
I'll correct myself. You were almost late because of it.
Almost counts in horseshoes, hanging A's, and the Bozo Circus. That's what I got used to say. But, ooh, there's one a little high. Yeah, I almost
Bozo
was.
Circus, huh?
Busy day tomorrow for you, boss?
Always.
Always.
Yep.
Busy days to save lives.
Busy day.
The inside's wild pitch. Runners are going to rotate. Oh, the runner from second's going to come in on a lazy play. It's going to be safe.
Yeah, that really was unfortunate. The pitcher did not
thinking.
come.
Yeah, the catcher not thinking that runner from second would come all the way to score. Did not give up. The veteran coach, head coach of the East, sending her in on the gamble. It pays off. Chicks now up 13-2.
1 out still here in the first, or the bottom of the third.
With a runner in scoring position, really at second base.
Our shot from center field, very good clean shot tonight. I'm impressed with that. There's always an issue with interference here at this
Why
field.
is that?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if it's the scoreboard stuff, which is all wireless as well. But there's something that really drags down the signal. We found the right.
Nice bunt. Oh my God, this was a great bunt. Safe all the way around. Boy, that ball just died 2 feet out in front of the plate right there. Great bunt, unexpected. Nobody thought it would happen. And lo and behold, she lays down just the perfect bunt to get the bases juice.
And we are now bases loaded once again. Still only 1 out. It's time to get out of the jam.
Boy,
once again.
We got to get out of it fast, buddy. You're absolutely right.
We've discussing up here 15 runs after 3. So 4 more runs.
A grand slam ends this thing.
That would be the end of the game. So
yeah, wow.
Number 3, Lorelei Bukema.
Low inside, ball 1. I wonder if they videotaped the game. That's what I was going to ask Jason. They could always get it from our field.
They have a camera right down here
Oh, they
behind
do?
the backstop. You can see it right there.
Oh, they do?
Yep, little GoPro.
Okay. Oh, this will be a wonderful...
I don't know if it's theirs or I don't know if it's a parent's.
Okay, well, this will be a wonderful teaching tool for the kids where they can cut it all up and look at it. Yep. No, good for them. Touches. Kudos to the coach for doing this. They're young. They're going to learn. They're going to make mistakes, and they're going to grow from it. And then I think the future is going to be bright. Foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, only 1 out. Sailors down by 11, 13-2.
Yep, the Sailors desperate to get out of this inning here and stop the bleeding. Get an opportunity to get back at bat and kind of repeat of the first inning, are they?
Well, there's a poke right here. It is. Oh, nice play by the center fielder. Going to tag up. One is going to score. The runners at first and second will stay home. Boy, I thought that thing was gone there for a minute.
I knew it was going to be in, but it was going to be
great play by the center
way
fielder.
out there towards the fence.
Yeah, almost the 205 mark.
Number 7, Mackenzie Roomveld.
So 2 down. Only 1 out of wave getting out of this.
1 ball, no strikes, 2 down. Sailor down 14-2. Up high.
Well, I tell you, that runner on first base sure is leaning hard after the catcher's got that ball. I think there's a pick there if she wanted it. Look at that.
Yeah, I know.
There's a pick there if she wants
Boy,
it.
she's just baiting it, huh? What's going to be a problem, though, so if she throws the first, the runner at second will head to third right away, and then you might get a pickle.
Well, if you get the pick, the inning is over.
Right, if you get the pick, correct. Oh, there we go. It's going to bring in 1. The runner from first is going to stop at third.
So Zeeland East taking it to our Sailors here, 15-2, bottom of the third. 2 runs away from the mercy rule.
Yeah. There's runner not going to go for her with the runner at third. Will not make the play there. Jason was talking about some options where you could throw maybe to the shortstop or maybe to the second.
That could be trouble.
It is gone. It's a home run. And I think that's going to be the game, kids. And that's going to be your game. What a poke that was. Holy smoke, she got all of it. And that's going to be your game.
Well, they really cleaned up on that.
Holy smokes, did they ever clean up?
Zeeland East came in and, talking with the coach beginning of the game, he really knew this was going to be a challenge for the Sailors. Zeeland East comes in as a very formidable team in the conference and in the division. So they're really going to be testing anybody that they face. And
well, they're young, and I think a lot of the teams they're going to face who are a little bit better, a little bit more seasoned, and they're going to be games like that. Yep. But it's going to be a growing experience. It's going to be learned. They filmed the game. They'll learn at the mistakes and compliment. They did good things. They did some good things. They just didn't get the bats weren't clicking like here, and the pitching wasn't like it should be in order to to have games like
Very true.
You're not going to do it.
Very
Buddy,
true.
why don't you take us out of here and fill us in on what's coming up?
Yep, we've got the Sailor Pride Assembly on Friday that we'll be broadcasting, followed by another week full, 3 broadcasts, 2 lacrosse, 1 soccer for next week, and we're looking forward to them all. And I think it's hopefully it'll all be good weather too for us. That'll be really nice. So for Mr. Kim and Kotis, the eye in the sky, the best in the business, Mr. Nick Davros, my great partner. For Cohen, who left earlier in the first game, and Mr. Jason Crago, who joined us for our broadcast tonight. This is Joe Kanukin, Sailor Nation Sports Network, wishing you well this evening. Enjoy this great, great weather, and we will see you on Friday and next week for some more sports.